Hey friends, it's time to begin the best damn meeting online with Ghastly, Drunkle, and Newt to make this should be a crime. Hey dude, should we have some news? Papa Squad by Jacqueline. Come join the Ghost Fleet overlords and watch the AAA meeting.
Hey.
Cast your earballs on that. Welcome to the AAA meeting, ladies. Oh shit, that's loud. Oh, hold on. Oh god.
Oh god.
Woo. Good god. Hello and welcome to the AAA meeting where one of the A's is silent because it criticised the Chinese government. And it's Monday, my dudes, which means today your host is your favourite drunken uncle. It's me, Drunken Uncle. And I'm joined, as always, by my colleagues, bandmates, and lesbian life partners. He's working a dead-end job. It's Ghastly.
As far back as I can remember, I always wanted to be a cartoon character.
And what's the story, Fishbone? It's Phil Gilmore.
Oh, that was a good one, Drunkle.
Mysterious
What's
stranger.
the story, Fishbone?
Do you remember that show?
No, but it sounds great.
It was a dog who told stories.
That was Wishbone.
Like, it was, yeah, but what's the story, Wishbone? Yeah, but you're Fishbone.
But I'm fish. I get it.
Because you can't.
I get it,
you do. Oh, you do.
Now I get it.
Oh, you do. All right, that's good to know. We're currently waiting on Sinatra.
I'm on board.
Sinatra's having some tech issues right now. He's, I believe the message he sent was he's restarting his potato. Was that? That's what happened? Yeah. Potato restartage going on there, guys. But fucking hell, Phil. My brother in arms. How goes it? My co-captain, my co-don, and my co-conspirator. How are you, bud?
Yeah. I am on vacation from work this week, so I get to be a part of the AAA from
my
the
vacation away from
worky. Exactly, man.
Speak, Ghastly.
Now, if only someone would bring me a turkey.
Did Drunkle just tell me to not interrupt? That's hilarious.
I'm a hypocrite, all right? Can't argue with it because I don't play by your rules. You got a week off, Phil.
I do. I have a week off, and it's nice so far. So far, so good, man.
Is there at any point, like round about halfway through the week, are you going to be like led there on your little fish chaise-longue in your bowl with a martini in one hand and a cigar in the other? And are you going to say to yourself, I need a vacation from my vacation?
Absolutely. And the chaise is in the castle, by the way.
Oh, it's just chaise now. It's not even chaise.
Yeah.
Just chaise. You're on a first date.
Yeah.
With it.
Yeah, chaise is fine, yeah.
Just chaise. Yeah. All right.
It's in the castle. It's you know, it's in a good spot right by the window so that I can catch a little rays.
Oh, of course, yeah. I mean, you don't want to get like too much sun in your bowl though, because that's going to promote algae, and that's going to like they're going to suck up all the oxygen in the water, and I mean, it's going to be a vacation away from life if that happens.
That's right.
You know.
Yeah. Fuck that. Fuck a bunch of that, Grunkle.
Ghost fish. Ghastly, how goes it, my man? What's good?
Well, I am jealous of Phil's chaise lounge that he has in his castle. So today I actually went to just a chaise. I went to 5 furniture stores today and sat on a bunch of couches and chaise lounge as well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we've been needing a new couch for a minute, and I think we've had some really good streams recently. So I've been kind of squirreling a little bit away each time.
Yeah.
So we're trying to get a new couch, but like, dude, trying to buy a couch online, you can't tell because I can't sit on the fucking thing. You know what I mean?
You
now, don't get me wrong.
Mattress online, would you? Because you got to lie on that shit.
But see, it depends. If you know what it is, if you know what you're looking for, you can, right? Like I could buy a fucking Serta, blah, 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 whatever kind of mattress because I know how that mattress is. I had one of those or whatever, right? But I don't know anything about fucking furniture. The only thing I know about furniture is that furniture stores are a fucking ripoff, dude. So basically, we went to a bunch of furniture stores and sat on stuff, and I took pictures of the make and model, and we're going to look for those online. is essentially the plan.
Smart
now.
move.
That's
Yeah,
a good
that's
plan.
But
That
at
is
the
a
same
good
time, you've
plan.
still gone to the furniture store and you've sat on it. So, you know, like
Yeah.
the firmness to fuzziness ratio.
Right. Exactly. We had
actually
to know because, man, we saw some $3,000 couches that felt like a burlap sack. Fuck that noise, Jack. I don't want to buy that shit. You know?
And
Oh
you
yeah,
could've
you're
ended
you're
up
paying
just
for the
buying one of
name a
those.
lot of the time, and it's bullshit.
Well, and all of these are made by trusted furniture designers like Cindy Crawford and Sofia Vergara. When the fuck did these bitches start making couches? I have no idea.
Who are these people?
One was a model that was super hot in the 80s, and one's a model that kind of keeps getting hotter, although she was real hot when she was young, too. She's fucking...
She's on Modern Family.
I can't think of his name on the show
she's
on that one. She's Al Bundy's wife now. I can't think of his name on the show.
Oh, fucking Colombian big tits.
Pritchard.
Yeah, Colombian Big Tits. You got it. Her.
Colombian Big Tits. Yeah.
I thought that was her name.
Well, she apparently designs fucking couches too, and they're terrible.
I mean, you'd think someone with tits as big as that would know a lot more about cushioning, wouldn't you, really? But
well, I'll
apparently
tell you
not.
what I did notice when I sat on one of her couches is that the way the back is, it's a little shortened so that a normal person can lean back what feels like too far, but that's getting the fulcrum in line for her. The tits are so heavy, she needs that extra angle to lean back on.
Okay, she's like making busty furniture.
Right.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, no, I understand.
Furniture for the busty. Yeah.
Yeah, for the well-endowed lady, which I always thought
now
meant
don't
a
get
really
me wrong.
wide vagina, but, you know, we're learning things today, aren't we?
Well endowed, I think, typically just speaks to you having engorged secondary sex characteristics. You know what I mean?
Me?
Yeah.
You don't know about
Yeah,
my secondary
specifically.
sex characteristics.
Well,
The
that's
big
why
eye
I never
means
call you
nothing.
well endowed.
The big eye's out of proportion. It's a new sofa, though. I mean, that is an expensive... When I moved into my flat, it took me 6 months to get the sofa I've currently got. And there was a beautiful time, right, when my mum came over for my birthday, and she sat on the arm of the sofa, and I went, don't sit there.
Maybe don't do that. Yeah.
Now I've learned the value of a great British pound. Get the fuck off of the arm of my sofa. My house, my rules, mother.
Well, and, I don't want to get raked over the coals, but at the same time, like... Not to quote Fight Club, but I'm trying to make this the last couch I buy for a good long time.
That's
me and the
true.
Yeah.
me and the girl are trying to work on our long-term plan here, of course. And in doing that, bro, if I'm going to spend something that has a comma in it or something that involves the word financing, I'm going to get what I want. I'm not going to get just cheap bullshit that's going to fall apart in a year. No.
Financing it's a big word, isn't it? You're effectively getting a mortgage on furniture.
Well, don't get me wrong. I've financed a couple of cars and stuff, but never anything like furniture. I've always just either gotten the free throwaway couch from somebody or the fucking Salvation Army couch. Like, that's the best I've ever had, But we're going to try to buy it.
some furniture.
How'd it go?
The furniture that I have currently is the furniture that I financed, and it went well,
Yeah,
I mean,
it went well.
yeah.
The stuff that I
deal
saw
and-
today, at least at the stores, was like 36 months, no interest. So I was like, we can pay it in 12. That's not a problem. It's not that it's, $1,500 isn't going to take me 3 years to pay off. But with no interest, there could be something there. I don't know. But that's at the stores instead of buying online. So is it worth saving $500 now or being able to space it out? And again, to get we want to get a sectional so that it's we only have the one couch. I don't have a love seat or a armchair or anything like that, So we want to get a corner situation going, but the
corner ones are amazing.
Right, so it's very unlikely that I'll be able to do that for less than $1,000. But bro, I'm not doing no $2,500 to get a cup holder right now. Fuck that noise, man. I don't think I've ever spent more than $100 on. I take that back. The bed. I spent good money on the mattress and shit. But
Those corner couches, mate, that one right in the corner is prime real estate. If you're paying for it, that's your seat right there.
Mm-hmm.
That's the throne
Absolutely.
of the house. Do you know what I mean?
Well,
Absolutely.
I don't know. We haven't decided on anything yet. We looked at a bunch of stuff, but we've done okay over the last few months as far as the show goes. So like I said, I've been just trying to kind of put a little away here, there, specifically for we've been wanting a couch for a minute. So I'm gonna try to take the plunge on it here in the near future, man. We'll see what we can find.
Just what do you see? The ones with the light up coasters, the light
Dude,
up.
I saw a fucking
man.
couch. I saw a couch with ground effects today.
Yeah, man.
Underglow and shit. Like
those are for true pimps, bro.
Subwoofers built
Right.
into the cushion and shit. Like, oh
Right,
god damn!
right.
I mean, you can go a long
Had
way with a
track
good
lighting,
couch.
yeah.
You can go a long way with it. And when I
Well,
moved
and
into
like
this
we talked
place-
about before, stuff that touches your skin, it's worth getting the good. Toilet paper, bed sheets, your couch,
Yeah.
your mattress, stuff that
clothing, skin touch.
Yeah. Get the
Yeah,
good.
I agree.
Get the
You
good.
want
It's
quality
worth
on
it.
that. You want quality on that. When I first moved into this place, I had a footstool from my old flat and 2 really, really big pillows, and that was it for 6 fucking months, right? And this is
I
going
think I lived in that apartment before. How do
the winter, and it's like the living room I got is quite sizable as well, so that's a lot of like empty space. Which is not even. I had the heaters on full and everything, but it was just like it was just getting soaked up into the void, you know. So I got fucking blankets wrapped around my shoulder. I got a little ashtray next to me, my beer next to my feet. I've put up the big pillows behind me, and I'm sat on the footstool. So I've made a makeshift armchair. It was fucking terrible. But I'll tell you who did end up buying me a couch was the people in the chat. It was actually the podcast that we did. Eventually, managed to get enough money. I didn't want to clean out my bank account. This is a very grown-up conversation, by the way. I didn't want to clean out my bank account.
Guys, I'm sorry I had the most boring half a day ever, and I chose to talk about it. I'm just letting you know.
Sofas are anything but boring, man. A lot of shit. Life happens on sofas, you know?
I've learned quite a bit about sofas today. You know,
Sometimes
to be
life is made on sofas as well. Like, you got
That's
to get the
true.
quality cushions, you know?
Well, not to spoiler alert, but that's the plan.
Hey, you're gonna finance a kid. I don't like financing either. I don't want to wipe out my bank account because I like to have some money there for emergency because you never know you're gonna get an unexpected bill. So, you know, that
brother, I live
prime
with no health
adulting.
insurance. I know just what you mean. I understand, man.
I would say you could come over to England and take advantage of the NHS, but my goodness, it's that day of the week when we cast our borders aside and welcome into our hearts, our heads, and our homes all that is British. You got the tune, G?
I'm working on it. Sorry, there we go. The first time. I know, but I got to play it before the show because for some reason the first time I do it every month. There we go. It takes forever to load.
I get you, man. That's right. Pop to the shops, grab a bag of crisps, and jump into a violent argument about whether you put the cream or the jam on the scone first. And free healthcare for all because you're gonna need it. So
gotta
soak
put
it
the
all
cream
up.
on
Scone.
You gotta put the cream on first.
Well, it depends where you're from. It depends, because the Cornish,
It
for
depends
instance,
on whether or not you're smart.
the
I
Cornish,
butter
you
the
got
bottom
best
side
cream.
of my toast.
This is the thing. There's places, Cornwall and Devon, and they're constantly arguing because Cornwall, very, very good cream. They know all about that. So they say you put the jam on first and then the cream second, because then the first taste you get is the cream, the good old Cornish cream. Whereas Devon,
boy.
they're like, the other way round. Man, like, you guys are on about a fucking political civil war. We've been fighting this civil war for fucking generations over here between cream and jam.
That is so British.
It's the Butter Battle book. Did you guys ever
Actually,
read that when you were a kid?
Phil, it's not so British. It's so everywhere.
Oh shit! Hold on.
No, it's so
That's my fault.
everywhere because today is Monday, and Monday is the day that we pay homage to our fearless leader, Queen Elizabeth II, the old bitch. I don't like the word financing. If I'm gonna buy
Financing's
something,
a necessary component for capitalism, though, my man. Like, I wish I could have gone my whole fucking life and never ever had a credit card. Because when I was a kid, I was like, why would I do this? I saw what it did to my family. My parents ruined their lives. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Why would I want to do this? Then you grow up and find out that without credit, you can't buy anything big. Because even if you have cash, They almost don't want to take it from you. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I could have a good job, cash in the bank, never fucking been behind on anything, whatever. But they don't want to finance me a car because I don't have credit. I found this out in my 20s.
Yeah. A car is a much bigger purchase than a couch, though. I mean,
it is, but I'm just saying things like credit and financing sound like unnecessary components where middlemen take part of your fucking paycheck instead of you buying a service or product directly. And part of it really makes my fucking stomach turn. But I found out the hard way that, like, if I ever want to get to a point where I get a decent rate on a mortgage and buy a house, I better have my fucking credit and financing shit straight and years of history on it. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean,
it's a bummer, but it's the truth.
I have gone my whole current life. Hey!
I hear you.
We got
I hear you.
My whole current life without having a credit card, and
right. And if you tried to go buy a car, you would get fucked over like crazy. That's
possibly, yeah. Or I could just go up to, some shady place like Cleveland, Ohio, and pay cash in hand. But speaking of a shady area, he wants to legalize marinara, as Sinatra says.
Yo.
Hey.
That's... nothing was wrong, but I had to, pick a whole new USB port for this to work.
Oh, yeah, I had to reinstall the driver in a different port. I don't get why that happens sometimes either.
Now I have all my wires in front of the desk, so I have to be really careful with where I roll.
Where you roll?
On my chair? Yeah.
Oh, I was going to say, I didn't think you were that fat. Fucking hell. Use your feet, man.
You need to get your cable management together then, man.
Mm-hmm. What's a good word that says?
The only thing I could do was, because I can't really see behind the tower, so I'm blindly sticking things in. And I put it in the front, and it's working now, it seems to be, but after this, I'm going to try to fuck with it. I have to pull the whole tower out from under my desk because I got a new one.
Holy shit. Viper just said, Sinatra's here, now the adulting will stop. And you're right, all it took was him to say sticking things in, and me and Phil were like, we were just talking about fucking lines of credit and characters and shit. Oh man, that got far too adult, didn't it? Sinatra, thank God you're here. What's a good word, my man?
My credit score's up, so that's a good word.
Hey, there you
go. I'm creeping up on that 800. I'm getting there.
Me too. I'm getting there, dude.
I'm at 748 about.
Nice. You got to use all the tricks. The trick is to get credit and then not use it. You know what I mean, man?
It took a little bit of a nosedive because I had a cosign for Shelly's car, but I brought it right back up.
Yeah, that's how it goes. But, dude, it's such a weird game dealing with credit score and trying to build that up. I had to do it to get the studio. I had to be able to leverage a bunch of shit to make that happen. So I had to build that stuff up for a few years. But now I'm in a better position if I've ever had enough money to try to buy a house. Who knows if I'll ever get there. But
that's the dream, that is.
I know, but the real the real key to building your credit score is to get credit cards and then not buy anything on them. It's weird.
In America,
but that it really does work like that, man.
I saw that advice myself, and I was like, oh, maybe I should then, because as spoken, I don't like the financing thing. If I want something, then I feel as though I have to earn it first, because then you really understand.
That's the way you have to think about. Yeah,
you really understand the true value of that product. My mum always said, right, and I was like, I'm going to buy a new phone. And she went, yeah, but wait until you've got the money in your hand and then decide. And the bitch was right.
But see,
I did not buy a new phone.
She is right. She's totally right, but that's still the way to think about credit. I have had to go over in the past, but typically when I buy everything on credit cards, but I only buy what I do actually have the money in the bank to buy and then pay the credit card off
immediately.
Pay it off
right away.
And I made sure to only get cards that don't charge interest until after the completion of a credit cycle. So overall, I don't pay any more by using a credit card than I would by using cash or debit, and it continually builds my credit score without actually costing me anything. It's all about just putting the right pieces in place and then not using them. Like a full game of chess. You're best defended when all the pieces are there. Why spend them? You know what I mean?
I have thought about... Now, obviously, I'd never take out a credit card because that's just, I don't like owing money. But I have thought about taking out a couple of credit cards and setting up a high-interest savings account. Taking out the most amount you can off of the credit card and then putting all of that money into the high-interest savings account and then later on just paying that money off So you sat
Taking
there.
cash from a line of credit?
So then you've ended up with it because it's a high interest. You've got profit off of that. You've paid off the interest from the credit card as well, and your credit score's gone up.
I'm with you, but the interest on the credit card will be significantly higher than anything you
Probably
get off
so.
that
Yeah, I
savings
think
account.
they're gonna see me coming there, aren't they? And speaking
Yeah.
of coming,
You
Charles
gotta buy
W.
big box shit.
Ham and Bean says I have a 9K limit on my card and never carry a balance on it. Yeah, exactly. My main business card that I use for gear and stuff is like $7,000, and I just leave it at 0. And it always makes my credit look good because I have good debt to credit ratio off that 7K. I've had the card multiple years now. Blah 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 blah. Right.
Yeah.
So again, I don't want to pay interest. Nobody does. So I only buy what I can afford, just like you say, but it looks like I'm all about using credit. And so my credit lines continue to get pushed up over the years. And when I have $100,000, I can use that with credit, leverage that together to get a fucking decent price and buy a house. And there it'll be.
Well, I like
Do you
to
mind saying what credit card you have? Like Discover? Capital?
I to be honest, I have a dozen credit cards. Again, leveraging for the studio, took everything I fucking had. My biggest stuff and what I use primarily is Capital One. My Quicksilver is my big that's my big line credit for my for the business.
You and
I have a Cap One Platinum that connects to my personal bank account. That's what I use. Cigarettes and beer and all that. That's my normal card. I have a card for gas. I have main business card is on that Cap One Quicksilver. I have a Cap One Spark that's all my auto draft business stuff. So like things I pay monthly, IMDb, what do you call it, Discord, and all the little fees, all my web hosting and all that stuff all comes out of there. So I kind of relegate cards to specific type things. Now my newest one is an Amex, brother. I finally qualified for an American Express, and it's clear.
You,
Bang!
man.
Holy
Good
shit.
I only use that to eat. I only use that if we go to eat, which
whenever,
is rare.
I just keep the money in the account, and if I want to make a big purchase, for instance, my sofa costs £600, and when I'm going to make a big purchase like that, I go, right, I'm going to save up double the amount. Because then the sting is less when you actually buy it, you know. And speaking of cash as well, Charles W. threw $2.22 to streamlabs.com/drunk, and I'm going to say, I go away for a while, come back, and you're talking about furniture investments and credit. I remember when this podcast laughed at poop and puns. Good memories. Well, you got a good point there, buddy. And of course, if you want to be like Charles W., then you too can support this thrice weekly show, our channels, and indeed ourselves by going to streamlabs.com/drunkenuncle/Golf City and /Sinatra_says live streams. Or there's the cheeky super chat option, which has your text come up in a nice coloured box, so all the world can judge you according to your spelling mistakes. Streamlabs is preferable as Google takes 30% of super chats, but I can't tell you what to do with your money. And if you don't have any cash, or you just don't want to donate, that's cool too. We're just glad you're here. There you go, Charles W.
Uncle, you loud of a lobster-backed loser.
God
On
damn it,
Mondays, you
Jude.
make everything shit by making everything become England. Thanks for nothing, you tea-sipping maggot. Thank you, Jude the Rude Demon, for $1 on streamlabs.com/Golf City.
How would a maggot sip tea? Would it just like dip his little maggot face into it, or would it get in?
They
and
make
swim
tiny
around?
straws. They make tiny straws.
Little maggot straws.
You got it. And
I
Gamer
understand.
Flame for $5. Buster on streamlabs.com/Golf City says, Drunkel the only one declaring South Park our savior. Their recent Twitter thread shows them saving the NFL in Denver. Good morning, Denver.
Thank you for
in
just
this.
screwing my titular article. God,
I just read what it said. Sorry, man. I did not know.
cannot buy a Monday, can you? Holy shit. Sin, what you been up to tonight, mate?
Oh, I was doing some work earlier, which is why it's really weird that the shit just stopped working. I recorded a video for the second channel that I'm uploading now, and that's about it.
Let's talk about your credit line for a minute.
I want to. Trust me, I want to. I want to know how to
You sound
get
like
that
the-
fucking interest limit down. Or
Bro,
interest
I-
payment.
Fucking
I took
ghastly
some
here,
advice-
sounding like the Church of Scientology right now, mate.
Well, dude, several years ago, I took some really good advice off a guy that I thought was a smart business owner that was a client of mine at the time. and I took his advice and fucking ran with it. It worked for him. It worked for me, and it could work for you too if you blah 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 blah. But yeah,
Using
we can
this
talk
one
about it
year
whenever.
credit card
number.
Bankers
I was about to
hate
sound like a
him.
pyramid. I know. I was about to sound like a pyramid scheme there, but it has worked for me. I have way better credit than the amount of money I've ever had. You know what? If that makes sense, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
No.
And it's with this one simple trick.
And I want to learn that trick.
Yeah,
after the
yeah,
show.
we can
Oh,
talk about
Sinatra, you won't believe number 7.
it.
Phil, how is your line of credit looking right now?
Good morning. Sunday morning.
Good morning. Solid.
Holy shit. Right, I'm going to have, I need a pre-news wee, because I really underestimated the amount of beer I've drank already.
I can
So
answer
breaking
these
the
credit
seal.
questions that are in the chat if you want to.
By all means,
For a
like, if
second.
one of them is what is your credit card number, I think you have a duty to answer truthfully.
I certainly will. I'll make sure to give him my security number as well. Old school
Yeah,
Luther's
you
Pride
gotta.
Supremacy. I have a low interest expense credit I've been putting on every item every now and then. This time it was 3 years ago. 3-year-old body work. After that, new glasses and done. Yeah, I mean, it's worth being like, I have a gas card and I don't use that much gas. But, you know, you can, one of the things they calculate credit score off of is number of lines of credit. Not just having good credit, but number of lines of credit is important to your score too. So I have a Victoria's Secret card, and once or twice a year I buy something for the girl. Bang, done. Another credit line, easy. Sits at 0 all year. They gave me $1,000 credit line.
Somebody just
For
clipped him
nothing.
saying, I have a Victoria's Secrets card.
I do. And I love telling people about it because not only does it make sure that I keep the girls' titties in the finest, but it just makes my credit score better every day, man.
I feel as though
Get
that's
us something
her
at
job.
Christmas, done.
Interesting.
It does make more sense
real
then, doesn't
easy.
it? Like, you buying something for her because it's something that you want to see her wearing, as opposed to her buying something and you'd be like, oh, I don't like the blue thing with the things.
Well, she does too. Like, if she goes, I'll just give her the card to go get something. But she likes to get lingerie for gifts on holidays and stuff sometimes. So I'll pick that up birthday or Christmas, you know.
Gotta love a bit of lingerie, mate. That's worth the fucking credit.
The
score,
trick
that
is,
right there.
Drunkle, the trick is it can't be the only thing. The lingerie as a gift to the girl, it's got to be with something else. If you start giving her only lingerie, yeah, then it starts looking bad. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? You gotta
Right.
couple that with something, like
So
with
you
a
get
coat
like,
that she could wear only lingerie under.
Like something
Ooh.
skimpy to wear in bed and 6-month gym membership.
Maybe not the best idea. I got you a new
hold
sweater.
on. Is it
Shut the
really
fuck
easy
up
to
about
protect?
credit,
Hold on,
you
whoa, 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 whoa,
translucent
whoa, whoa, whoa.
wispy bag of sexy fuck.
Interesting. Did I turn text-to-speech off? I think I did. All right, go on. Was that the end?
Now I have to wait.
You know, I was just trying to say.
Shut the fuck
that-
up about credit, you translucent wispy bag of sexy fuck. Thank you, Charles W.
No
Sexy
problem.
fuck.
I'm
Bag
sorry,
of
dude.
sexy
Yeah.
fuck.
It's
Well,
your
I
fault
mean,
for
we'll go
asking
with
me
it.
what I did today.
We'll go with that. Let me run that again with text-to-speech on then.
Hold your fire! This man isn't black! What?
Why you no speak good English? I know you're grade A under A. I jacuzzi you of being the don for internet crime gang. Buy my stuff. Do it now. I'm not crazy. You're crazy. Pineapples can't talk.
I tell you what, natural healthy CBD, my favourite bit of that was, I jacuzzi you. Jacuzzi.
Jacques.
Guys, if you've not been watching our post AAA gaming sessions, they've been fucking sterling in the past week or so, man. Among Us, what a simple game that everyone absolutely loves.
Solid, man.
It's so
Someone else
fun.
over Discord as well. Phil Gilmore's been playing it on his phone. Gassy,
Yes.
you can't do that because that's your butt cheek time.
That's true. It's my butt cheeks
know?
time,
It's
man.
butt cheek
Yeah.
time.
Well, I realize it's dangerous
It's
for me
time
to get
for him
among
to
us.
enjoy butt cheeks, not time for his butt cheeks.
No, it's not my cheeks that
Well,
are
it's
in
both.
question.
It's both because that's when you're having a poo, isn't it? So it's cheek to cheek.
Yeah, fair. That's fair. Yeah. Well, I
So
mean,
it's
I'm
your
not pressing
cheek
the
time,
phone up against
but
my
then it's
cheek.
also your cheek time. You know.
Well, you know, you try to compound cheeks wherever you possibly can, man.
That's right.
Ah, I'm waiting for the porno version of The Boys to come out with compound cheeks now. Oh, it's going to
That's
be
right.
amazing. Bring it
Old
on.
Man Infield in the chat says, funny thing, closing a paid-off credit card lowers your score. That's correct. I have a really old card that has a shitty rate and only a $300 limit, so I use it once a year to buy a pack of cigarettes on my birthday so that it stays open, and other than that, it stays home. I have a second wallet I just leave at the house with my credit cards in it. I only take 2 with me.
That's a smart move. I like that.
Yep.
Vladimir Dragon
It
offers
has
a
worked
$5
out.
super
It
chat
has
to
worked.
say, reminder that the US military will pay for your girlfriend's boob job. No shit!
What? Baby!
No shit! Oi, what's her name?
Baby.
Oi, Shelley! Come on, man! We can all do
Joining
it.
the military.
And somebody also out there asked about paying for IMDb. That's correct. There is an administrative account to have there. They don't do everything automatically for everybody. If and when you're in something, I used to have one of my interns do it for me back when I was doing it, but I pay for it on a month-to-month basis. Usually that happens from larger companies, and the clients of those companies, when they're in something, those companies put stuff on IMDb. It goes to like some kind of verification thing where you send it to the people at IMDb. If they approve it, it goes onto the page. So that means my stuff, anybody that's ever worked for me that has an IMDb, I paid for all that shit. And
there you go.
So you put it all in there and they verify it and send it back,
Yeah.
and then it's on there. That's how it works.
It's a free site for anyone but Ghastly. Vladimir Dragonov throws another $5 super chat to say, do you see what I had to do to get that one past the censors? Yeah, that one is fucked up, mate. You got like the umlaut over the A in military. Boob job is spelt with zeros. There's no D in girlfriends. Good God.
Wow.
I mean, I appreciate the $10, but I also appreciate the amount of effort you went through to do that. Lamented died threw $1 to Streamlabs. Lamented died. To say, all right, which one of you fuckers gave me their cold during our D&D session last night? And what's on the menu tonight? Well, buddy, just for you.
Cold medication.
That's it. That's your hors d'oeuvres right there. There's little shots of Nitol to make sure you can actually get a good night's sleep. Then we're going to move on to some news, which is, of course, always in the form of steak. But this form of steak is going to be, it's hot and spicy steak to unblock those sinuses. Then we're going to have some pudding. We'll have some pudding, and the pudding is, of course, in the form of a game. And then if we've got time, some brandy and cigars. The brandy will hook you up, but the cigars not so much. In the form of questions. Thank you, Lamented Died, for the $1. I'm sorry to hear you sick, buddy. That was a good session of D&D last night, by the way.
Yeah, it was one of the better games. I think not playing for a while made us excited to play, maybe, you know?
I'm always
It's good.
excited to play. Like, people are getting bored of it. I'm not one of those people. I fucking love it. Gamer Levine throws $4.99 super chat to say, it's not that easy to get a boob job in the military.
Boob.
It was easy.
Your mom's
She spelled it that
boobs.
way. It was easier to get 3 weeks of leave and pay out of pocket. Well, God, have you had a boob job, Gamer Levine?
Your mom's pubes.
Bubes.
We need send pics, so it didn't happen. Should we have some news?
Some bubes.
Sure.
Some news.
Shall we have some beers?
Let's get into the news. Let's do it. Let's get into it. Fuck it. We're starting off strong today. From Fox News, Kamala Harris names Tupac the best rapper alive.
Well, that's
Tupac
wrong
pictured
for
here.
a lot of reasons.
Yeah, this is Tupac right here. Yeah, you know. Thank you,
Right.
Getty Images. She eventually passed on answering the question. This could be your vice president, people. Someone who's so out of touch that she thinks Tupac is not only alive, but is the best rapper. Now, Ghastly, you're into rap. Who is the best rapper?
That's an excellent question, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'd
give
like
me
an excellent
era,
answer.
man.
Like, all
Yeah,
right.
yeah. Well, I'll tell you this much. It's not Tupac.
No.
It's not Tupac.
I don't think it is,
Yeah.
He-
No.
Tupac's
like the,
good, but the best.
Well, I think he got the kind of. I'm not even into rap. Well,
Okay, well,
especially
I'll
as
give
much
you
as
this.
other people, but there
Jay-Z
was
is
like-
better than Tupac.
was
Eminem is
Jay-Z.
better than Tupac. Method Man is better than
Biggie.
Tupac. Wu-Tang in general. Biggie is better
It's
than
actually pronounced Jay-Z.
I don't know.
actually.
It depends. Now that I'm older, I like that better, but when I was younger, I liked West Coast better.
It's actually pronounced JZ. Why? Because today is Monday,
Ah,
and
shit.
everywhere is Britain. That's right, Jay-Z is JZ, and 50 cent is, because of the exchange rate, is known as 37 pence. Deal with it for 12 hours.
Dude, Bone Thugs is way better than Tupac.
You know what? Honestly, Rakim might be the best rapper of all time, to give you an honest answer. Jizza might be the best rapper. Yeah, exactly. Who? Jizza might be the best rapper of all time.
Jism?
Again, who? Yeah, GZA, Jizza.
The Jizza.
Yup.
Oh, shit. As in
Him and
Fujitsu.
Rakim are both
From the
S
Wu-Tang.
tier, and those are entirely different eras, even.
From Wuhan? Credible Threat says
Wu-Tang.
Goldie-looking Chain are the best rappers ever. God damn
Where
it,
are we,
Credible
John
Threat.
boy?
If
I
I
have to
sound
get
throw
us up, say
777.
communist China. Are we gonna die here? Darn fucking tootin'.
Kamala confirmed it. Tupac alive in Serbia. Also, best rapper is Deborah Harry. Got the first rap on MTV.
I don't even know who Deborah Harry is, but Kamala confirmed Tupac alive in Serbia. God damn, you've got me. Thank you, Ossan, for the 777.
Debbie Harry? Is that Heart of Glass?
Yeah.
Oh, Deborah Harry. I guess he's been formal
Oh,
about
I-
it. Not
I
on
don't know
first
if
name
that's a
terms
different
on
person.
this one. And Zed
Yeah.
threw $1 to Streamlabs to say, Drunko, I heard you had a really good keyboard, but it can't pull a battery out of his chest and detonate it in a car chase.
Wow, that's solid.
Of all
That
the
is a
running
solid
jokes-
mashup of... Yeah.
Of all the running jokes, that's what sticks in you. This is Kyle throws a $2 to Streamlabs to say, hello chat people and AAA people. Hello Kyle. You've all got to say
Oh,
to
hello,
me. It was
Kyle.
people, yeah, it was not persons.
I think I'm gonna have to put Tech 9 on my top 5.
Oh,
yeah,
shit,
Tech
he's,
9.
he's maybe top 10 at least. He's very technically proficient. As far as technical guys go, Busta Rhymes would be in that category
Well, tech
too.
is part of his
Busta's
name.
up there. Ice Cube, I get shit for that every time, but his
I
older
like
shit is
Ice Cube
amazing.
too, but I've really soured on him in the last 10 years because he's such a fake motherfucker.
Well,
Like,
I
you
think
can't be an NWA and then be that fake when you grow up.
I don't think
Same.
I've listened to anything newer than.
Yeah, I mean,
2000.
it all started falling apart at the turn of the century, but that's...
I think we all know the answer to this. The best rapper in the world is obviously Weird Al Yankovic. I think we can all
That's-
agree on that.
I mean, that's no lies detected.
There you go. Bruno
Thumbs up.
Montero says, Hola, Drunken Uncle from Portugal. Keep up the good work. Holy shit, we're international, guys, and not in the way it's normally intended. On to the next one. Hola, Bruno. We got an exclusive from the Babylon Bee. We have acquired a copy of Joe Biden's debate prep notes. Here we go. So we got a little diagram, top right corner there. It's looking good. Reminder, you are Joe Biden and you are running for president. But my
Orange
particular
Man bad.
my answer key, Hunter and Ukraine. Come on, man. My favorite thing though is second page. No sniffing of hair, even if you want to.
Even if you want to.
And he's been doing a great job of it, Phil. Cole Curl threw a $2 to Streamlabs to say the best rapper is the one that did a video with him in a diaper and dancing with a panda. Can't remember.
Chaotic
his-
305.
305.
That was Chaos 305. Oh, I remember there was a whole thing about that guy for ages. With us.
Oh my god. That was
When,
yeah, I'm sure he knows that.
My
Dude,
name,
I found that and I was like, Ghastly.
yeah.
my name on the Golf City Discord was changed to Chaotic 305. In fact, there was a time when everyone's name was Chaotic.
Everybody was
305.
Chaotic 305.
But we
for a
didn't
while.
hang out for so long that it was only when Ghastly became a part of the AAA show that we went into the Golf City Discord and my name was still Chaotic 305. Fucking love it. Fucking love it. Over to the mirror.
You know, I know we're done with it, but I would be remiss talking about best rappers of all time if I didn't mention Aesop Rock. That's all I'm saying. We can move on.
Oh, yeah.
Well, there you go. I'm hearing a lot of
Yep.
names I've never heard of before, but one name I do know.
Well,
of
you
is
didn't know who
Vladimir
Debbie
Dragunov.
Harry was either, so it's...
Well, I know the name Debbie Harry, just not Deborah. It sounds like her mother.
Well, Debbie
Vladimir-
is short for Deborah.
I learn a lot on a Monday, I do, mate.
Right.
But one name I do know is Vladimir Dragunov, who throws a $5 super chat to say, correction! The US military will pay for the surgery, but not the implants.
Oh.
Well, I think that's the
Oh,
so-far
so you
argument,
have
isn't
to...
it?
You have to buy the meat, but they'll put it in the bun for you.
Yeah. I think that's the so-far argument, though, isn't it? Like, if you're going to be touching it, then you got to pay top dollar, you know? It's only
True.
fair.
You get what you
Brian-
pay for, yeah.
Brian Has Opinions, formerly the Broken Baller, throws a $1.99 super chat to say, DMX, you haters, where the dogs at?
I mean, I can't lie. There are some of those from the 90s that are like catchy songs and shit, but that does... I mean, DMX isn't a good rapper.
What?
I like some of the songs, but he's not good.
He's
That
no
doesn't-
Weird Al, is he? Vladimir Dragunov
He's
throws
no
a $2
Weird
super chat
Al.
to to say, oh, that one doesn't need to go through censors. Yeah, weird, isn't it? I don't, you two pick their fucking moments, Vladimir, but still, I thank you for the donation.
Ain't that the
Gamer
truth?
Levine throws
And thanks for the
$1.99
pubes.
to say, no, I couldn't get the leave. That was the weirdest thing. Guy, look, Gamer Levine and Vladimir, if you want to keep having a conversation via $5 super chats, then you fucking carry on. You got my blessing. Fake Gamer Cat threw $1 to Streamlabs to say, listening to this while I make dinner, baked chicken dumplings, has made my day. Also, the best raper. You're missing a P there, Fake Gamer Cat. Holy shit.
Oh, boy.
Oh, this donation has changed. Is not listening to that at all. I gotta be with you there, man. But I'll tell you what, a bit of a mortal technique doth make my cup of tea taste a little bit sweeter.
That's top 10 level as well.
You got it, man. You fucking
It
know.
really
Over
is.
to the mirror.
That's no lie. Fucking Most Def. I didn't even bring
Most
him up
deaf,
here.
hell yeah.
I told my
And
friend.
the people complaining, I'm sorry I listen to multiple genres, guys. Whoops.
Bun B. Bun B is
You should
the
have never
solid one.
done that,
I'll
Ghastly.
never tell. I
I
told
think
my
I'm one
friend.
of the only people left in America that likes Bun B, though.
I like Bun. He's from here. He
Flip it.
sounds like everybody that lives here.
That's what he looks at while he's on the toilet. I told my friend her baby name is ridiculously stupid, and now she's upset. Now, before we get into guess the baby name, let's hear it for our favourite audience writer, Luke Matthews.
Hey.
All right.
Out there doing the Lord's work. Let's thank Getty Images for this image of yet another baby I want to punch. An expectant mum who chose a baby name from Game of Thrones was warned by a friend that many other parents were making the same choice. Now, can we guess the name? Point for the game.
It says
Aria.
it right there. Baby name is ridiculously stupid.
I don't remember that character. Now, I've been reading the books. I'm not saying they don't pop up later on, but you don't know, do you? Brian has opinions, formerly the Broken
do
Ball,
not
for his
know.
$1.99 super chat to say, Rough Riders Anthem. Enough said.
That's fair. That's totally fair, dude, because that is still a banger and it's been 25 years.
That has withstood the test of time, much like a good sofa. Phil, you are correct with Aria, but Phil, you cannot score any points in tonight's game. So
Aria.
Oh, Sinatra just said Aria. No, bullshit. But yeah, it was Aria, but it was more about the spelling of it.
I don't know.
Oh,
what the fuck?
yeah.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
God. Jesus
It's a bit
Christ.
much, isn't it? It's really a bit much.
I don't know why you wouldn't spell it with an I, like the musical term, the Italian version of it, aria.
Well, even
What's wrong
in
with
the
that?
actual show, now, G, I know you've never watched the show, which, I mean, it's
Oh, you're
commendable
right,
that me
yeah.
and Sinatra still allow you to be our co-host, despite the fact that you've never seen it. I mean, GC Spectral Umbreon has got it right with Game of Thrones. Fucking love that shit. But in the show, she didn't even say Aria. They go, what's your name? And she'd go, Aria. You got to say it like a deaf guy.
Aria.
Aria.
I can't hear you because I'm dumb.
There you go. Oh, maybe you have seen the show. Holy shit.
There you go, yeah.
This name is an utter disaster, but it's not as much of a disaster as in Texas, which declared disaster after brain-eating amoeba found in tap water.
God, I swear it's Phil. It's like Fried Power Hour 2, Electric Boogaloo every Monday, bro.
Look, no news happens on Sunday, all right? So some of it gets recycled. I can't help it. You can't help it. I'm like
true.
fucking 6-7 hours ahead of you as well, so I already knew
You're in the
about this
future.
before you.
Well, you should have newer news. You're in the future.
Yeah, you
Stuff
should
I
have
haven't even heard
future
of
news.
yet.
There is no
Ama-
newer news. We're going through God's Day in
Chewable
between
ecstasy.
Saturday and Monday. There's no chewable ecstasy, Sin. Here's the thing, though, G. Now, this is why I've got to apologise, because I am 6 hours ahead of you. I should have
Right.
warned you about your tap water, because even
That's
though
fair.
you are in Texas, I still heard about it first. For that, I
Right.
apologise.
Hey, you know, the shit happens, dude. All I'm saying is that my brain can still not think good. It's fine. The amoebas aren't going to do anything to us.
My brain cannot but think, but still good.
It's something like that.
Good
Fine,
God.
we're fine.
But it's
We're
not the
totally
worst thing.
fine.
It's not the worst thing to come out of the water this week, as a crowd of giant crabs decides to crash a family's picnic.
Whoa.
Look at the state of this fucking water spiders.
Man,
Water
somebody
spi-
snap them legs off and put them in the pot.
Right?
just
That's what
ready
I'm
to
thinking.
eat.
They're
Dinner
fresh.
walked right up on you.
Right? You're already
Thanks,
having
dinner.
a barbecue. Yeah, but fucking hell.
Yeah,
Fresh
alternate headline: family gets free, unlimited, all-you-can-eat crab legs.
For real.
That is too much of anything worries me. Like flies, missed calls, crabs.
Mm-hmm.
This is a bit fucking.
Those
Animal
motherfuckers are
crime
big
wave.
as shit, too.
Is it huge?
Yeah, they are, man.
What are you
That's
gonna
not
do?
Take
snow
a hammer
crab.
to take a hammer to them and just start putting legs in the
What
pot.
kind of fucking crabs are those?
Delicious.
I believe that. I believe that.
I mean,
Those are the crabs that like to have raves.
Oh, we're camping on Christmas Island, an Australian territory in the Indian
Oh,
Ocean.
I mean,
okay,
the size
so,
of the
yeah.
crab screams Australian, which is also
It
why I
does.
don't think they picked up any of the crabs and cooked them, because these crabs are gonna fight back.
The
These
world's
are
largest
Australian
land-going arthropod,
Coconut
coconut
crabs, also known as robber crab. Whoa, these motherfuckers can open a coconut. All right, they're pretty tough.
Yeah,
you may
and
want
then they
to.
steal your shit.
You may want to give them steal your
a
shit.
wide berth.
Oh,
I
they
mean,
just
they're
grab
robber
the
crabs, right?
Ride.
They're called
A wide
coconut
bird.
crabs
Pass
because
around.
they hit you over the back of the head with a coconut and then rob your house.
They knock you out and then take your points.
And it makes a bonk sound when they do
Take
it, like
your
in the cartoons.
points.
Bonk.
That
And you
is,
go.
I mean, I would be
Yeah,
terrified.
Tweety bird flying around your head. It's hilarious, and if it happens to somebody
I would be
else.
out of there. I'm seeing like a baboon has a big red ass. These crabs are big brown asses. I don't know if that's like where they keep the testicles or some shit like that, but I'm just saying, you pick one up and you like bonk it over the head with a coconut. These other guys are gonna start fighting back because you just took one of their own. It's Australia, and
Wow.
people die from Australia, man. I'm telling you.
That's true. Death by Australia is definitely
by
a real
Australia.
thing. All I'm saying though is, man, those legs look real fat. I mean, they,
They
look real
do. They
delicious.
do.
They can
I just
miss
want to
one.
crack it. And
They wouldn't- they
right,
wouldn't
you got
miss
a bunch
one.
more. Crabs are dumb. You ever see that video of the crab that grabs his arm with his other arm and just pulls the motherfucker off and waves it around? They don't know what they're doing.
Yeah,
Like,
they're
is
stupid.
that dumb, or is that like T-posing on humans? That's a certain
I don't know.
dominance
Crabs
going,
are-
I will use my own motherfucking arm as a motherfucking weapon.
Crabs
Aren't the
are one of
blue
those
ones
type of
supposed to be
things
even
where-
better?
That's what I've heard. Blue crabs are supposed to be real good. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if these count.
I know my aunt
Okay.
used to tell me I'm going to rip off your arm and beat you over the head with it.
Yeah,
Like a
fair.
There you go.
crab.
Yeah.
Like a fucking robber crab, like a coconut crab.
Yeah. Thankfully, the only crabs here in Derby I have to deal with are lice. Havok Vladimirovich Stalinov throws a $5 super chat. Really nothing?
Hey.
$5 super chat to say, that's
Well,
that's
you cut
supposed
me
to
off
be
in the
Aria?
super chat. I was gonna say that joke was lousy. See, I had one to follow you up
Oh,
even.
that was all right.
But you went to the super.
I did. What can I say? Soups are on the brain.
That's all right.
Havok
That's all
Vladimirovich
right.
Stalinov throws a $5 super chat to say, that's supposed to be Aria? All I see is, That is actually how it's pronounced when you read it in Braille. Moving on to the next one. It's from treehugger.com. Of course, when this publication makes its way to the AAA towers, we all fight over it because we want to get our news from a bunch of hippies. Supermum spotted on a Minnesota lake with 56 ducklings in tow. Look at it.
Damn.
Wow.
So, I mean,
You could-
She a hoe?
yeah.
Let me ask you this, Drunkle. How many coconut crabs do you think these ducks could feed?
Oh.
Six.
6? I'd say that's about right.
Yeah, 5,
I mean,
6
they
maybe.
could
Yeah.
take a big scoop of a half dozen little ducklings and just all in one mouthful.
See, I'm not getting. I said like too much of anything makes me freak out, but this does not make me freak out. Too many crabs makes me freak out. Too many emails makes me freak out. Too many ducklings, and I'm like, nah. Oh.
Well, this is close enough to match you genetically that you're not uncomfortable with it. You know what I mean?
You calling me a
You're-
duck?
You're very
No,
duck-like.
I'm saying that we're not that far away from ducks. Well, you
Duckle.
humans.
We're not that far away
Duckle.
from crabs either.
Nope.
Duck and
Further
duckle.
away from crabs. Arthropods are further away from mammals than birds, or further away from great apes than birds.
All I'm seeing here is an army of crabs. I mean, they're coming.
Those
up in
guys look
numbers.
awesome. Could you
Army
ride
of
one?
ducks. Go on, ride a crab?
Yeah. Maybe a baby. You could put your infant. You could strap an infant to one of those crabs. He'll be fine.
It depends on your height, doesn't it? Like Tom Cruise could ride one of these crabs. But a normal human, no. However, I'm looking at these ducks and I'm going, why don't they come to a family picnic? Because a little duckling, you can just one go.
I mean,
so tiny.
I feel like that little group of ducks will fuck up a loaf of bread if you let them. They can still ruin your picnic. You know?
But they're like little peeps.
Includes a loaf of bread.
Well, if you're making sandwiches, let's say you got a half dozen people there with you. And you want to make the sandwiches last moment. Those ducks can fuck your bread up because ducks love bread.
Ducks love bread, man.
Sandwich lives matter, people.
It's true.
But this isn't the only thing that's really looking bad for 2020. We got armies of crabs. We got a fucking crime family of ducks. What else is on the horizon? Well, look slightly higher than the horizon, people, because alien invasion. Latest 2020 threat as UFO sightings shoot up in New York.
Oh, boy. Is it the Goodyear blimp again? What happened?
No, this is just generally more about the amount of sightings rather than individual sightings.
Over. I gotcha.
However, what I will say is drones are a lot more prolific than they were. They're a very affordable thing now. And New Yorkers, not the smartest people on the planet. Vladimir Dragoff was a $2 super chat to say Army of Darkness. God damn, that's good.
Oh, that's pretty good.
That's strong. Well done.
Yeah.
Boris Wankinoff, love it, threw $1 to
This is my quack stick.
Oh, not is
It's
not the same caliber. Like you're
no, Army of Darkness is pretty
right
fucking
there,
good. Yeah.
Boris Wankinoff threw $1 to Streamlabs to say, I suppose this interpretation made the crowd a tad crabby. Give me that fucking car crash, Sanu. Give it to him, Sanu.
Sound pad isn't open. Hold on.
Yeah, mine waited a minute as well, man. Like something you got to wake it up, haven't you? Shake your monitor. We're waiting.
Yeah, man. When the thing happened with the Goodyear blimp in Jersey last week, couple weeks ago, whatever it was, that's exactly what we were talking about. That there's probably more people calling in sightings overall because you find what you're looking for.
Oh,
People think there's going to be aliens because this year's been so fucked up. So of course they're more likely to see them. If you look for the number 23, you find it everywhere.
Couple that with the increase in air traffic. You know, now that it used to be the only thing a civilian could put in the air was a kite.
Right.
And even then, you could get some fucked up shaped kites.
And it's not even just civilian drones. Now you got stuff like Walmart and Amazon that deliver by drone in certain scenarios.
There you go.
You know what I mean?
But seriously, the number 23 is everywhere.
Everywhere. Gamer Levine threw a $4.99 super chat to say, okay, I'm looking at the pic, and my dog snuck up and touched my foot with his nose. Made me jump after a coconut crab challenged me in Diego Garcia. Did that actually happen? Did you win? Well, you're still here.
Define challenge. Did you both have rapiers? What happened there?
No, it's pronounced rapiers.
Like that crab with a knife, you know? You've seen that footage of a crab with a knife?
Well, crabs are real dumb. They know how to grab, but they can't ever figure out how to let go of shit. So once they grab it, they just walk around with whatever it is.
That's why you can never win an argument with them, because they just don't know how to let it go, do they?
Don't know how to let it go, yeah.
So a fucking crabby ex-girlfriend. But then, there's been a lot going on this week.
Oh, shit.
I like to bring
Drunkle, you just blew my mind. Do you think that's where that came from? The original Krabby was you don't know how to let it go?
Oh.
Good God.
Huh. Drunkle, you're blowing the lid off this shit today, man.
This shit goes right to the top, man. Maybe higher. But never mind the top. Let's worry more about the floor as beer cans dropped from Amish buggy.
Oh, no.
Underage drinking challenges.
Oh, no.
Wow.
Boom, 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 boom.
It's got to be tough
Pennsylvania?
being a high school age Amish kid. That's got to be rough, dude.
Yeah.
It's tough. It's not like they can, do homeschooling through Zoom or anything, is it? You know, they're Amish, for fuck's sake.
No fun at all. Yeah.
Holy shit. But then, I wonder, because obviously, you have to be 17 to have a driver's license here in the UK. Whereas you guys, from the age of fucking, 15, 16 or something, you start doing driver's ed in school?
Yep. No,
Yeah?
not in school. It's outside of school. They don't provide it as part of public education.
I'm basing this off of an episode of Pete and Pete.
Right, but you, well, a lot of times they hold them at schoolhouses, depending on the size of the town, but it's not like provided by tax dollars. You pay for it, but you can get your learner's permit at 15, which means you take driver's ed, and you can drive a car as long as someone with a driver's license who is over 21 or something.
Yeah, and then you got like things like even later on, you're not allowed to drive at night according to your age and shit like that, right?
That's mostly dependent on you can have restrictions on your license. Like if you have shitty eyesight, you have to be wearing glasses, can't drive at night for certain people, blah, blah, blah. When you have a learner's permit, I think there's like a curfew to it. I don't remember, that's a long time ago now.
So what's the law regarding the age of driving a horse and cart?
I don't
That's the real question here. You know?
Yeah, I mean, there's no
That's the
internal
quandary.
combustion. One time I drove a dump truck when I was like 10 for like 20. I drove it for like...
Hold up. Tell us about that.
I'm trying to, but you said hold up.
Oh, I took the news off of the screen. So like, it was a visual thing, right?
I maybe drove it 25 or 50 yards. Not real far, you know what I mean? But I got to start it and put it in gear and fucking drive like a mammoth fucking machine. Largest fucking machine I had ever been around at that point because I was a little ass kid. I could barely reach. But I took a job at that time repainting the truck. Like the dump part. I don't even know what you call that. Not the truck part, the dump part.
The shell. The stomach.
Yeah. So I got a job that summer. Yeah, I got a job that summer painting one of those. And when I finished it, the guy that owned it needed to move it from one place to another, and he allowed me to move it. I mean, really, it was just free labor for him, but I was very excited at the time.
Oh, yeah.
Of course you were. I'm excited
it was
to
awesome
hear that.
at the time. Yeah,
That's
man.
fucking awesome.
And dude,
Yeah.
I'll tell you this. It's a good thing we were on private property and it was only a fucking handful of yards or whatever. There was no way I could have handled that machine at that time. I was like standing on the floorboard. You know what I mean? Trying to reach down and get pedals and all this. It was very tough. But
I think we've just realised why you're a ghost. You died when you were doing that.
yeah,
died
early
doing
on,
that.
You died.
I flipped a
Garbage truck
3-wheeler
ghost.
that summer too, man. That was a big time.
He's a trash ghost. Circa Zero throws a $2 super chat to Streamlabs to say bread loaves matters. Nah.
Hi-yo. There we go.
So yeah, it's all happening within the Amish community, and that's fine. I feel as though they're allowed to get as rowdy as the rest of us, you know.
The
Fair.
fucking Amish had a parade here. Well, not here, but in this area for Trump. They all had Trump flags and shit.
No.
How
shit,
do they
really?
even know about it?
I don't know.
I don't either. That's weird. They don't have radio or TV or Twitter. Newspapers?
Well, no, that's only in their community though. That if like they leave it's not like they're banned from using electronic devices. So if like an Amish kid does go to high school, which I'm sure does happen, they're still allowed to use computers and shit like that. It's just within where they live, there's no electronics.
Oh, I didn't realize it was localized that way.
Yeah, no, they just can't bring it into their home. The Amish people I used to buy the cabinets off of, they had cell phones and shit, but when they go home, they like put it in a boot in their barn or something.
No shit, I didn't know that. We have no Amish down here. It's way too hot to have a beard like that. So
when you said a boot in the barn, did you mean a trunk or an actual piece of footwear?
Like just a shoe.
Right, yeah, okay, just a shoe. I don't know, like
the latter.
You could be saying boot because you know it's Monday and everywhere's Britain, which means everyone says boot instead of trunk. Everyone says path instead of pavement. Go buy a bag of sweets from your corner shop newsagents and tell Mr. Patel I said hello.
Mr. Patel?
Yeah. All corner shops are ran by Indian people over here. Vladimir Dragonov throws a $2 super chat to say the evil bread. Oh, that's not bad. Walking bread would be good as well. I'm with you, man.
The walking
I'm with you.
bread.
Now you gotta love things that are like, you know, kept from like the Amish never moved with the future, did they? There's not chewable ecstasy in Amish communities. There's not even any ecstasy in Amish communities because they're all
only during
boring.
Rumspringer.
But maybe there are some things that should be changed. The New York town of Swastika votes to keep its name.
Wow.
Ew.
Ooh.
Yikes.
Ugh.
A little hot under the collar there.
I would have thought that would have been changed to like freedom or something.
Yeah, right. You know what?
in the group
Yeah.
DMs if you guys want.
I will tell you this, man. It ended up getting cut for time last minute on the Fright Power Hour, but I had a story about how kids are getting those Generation Z tattoos right now, and people are like, oh, this was used. Whatever, Generation Z tattoos right now, and everybody's all about, oh, that used to be a Nazi symbol. Look at how stupid you are for getting this, blah, 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 blah. I get that they are right about what they're pointing out, but things do change over time. I mean, yes, it's stupid tattoos that kids get, but they're kids. They get stupid fucking tattoos. All I'm saying is that as far as swastikas go, and Drunkle, like I said, you mentioned the Hindus, they use swastikas all over their religion.
There you go,
stuff.
yeah, completely
And
symbol.
nobody bats a fucking eye because it's a totally different thing.
That's a marker of how things change, you know? Like,
well, they were using it prior, too. They were like, we're here first. Fuck you, Germans.
Some shit like that, doesn't it? And then it got co-opted by
it
the
got
alt-right.
co-opted by the white man. Yeah, they whitewashed the swastika.
Like the fucking Pepe and the OK symbol.
Oh, my God.
Holy shit.
Wow.
I'm really glad you brought that up, actually, because I damn near brought up that article of the Gen Z tattoo.
Yeah,
So
I ended up cutting it because we had so much going on Saturday. By the way, anybody listening right now that listened to the Fright Power Hour this Saturday, thank you guys again.
Shit,
that was a crazy show.
What
But
an awesome show.
Symbols can mean different things to different people and different eras and all of that. I'm not saying they should have kept their town called Swastika, but I'm just saying the Hindus did have it first.
Yeah, I mean, was it called a swastika?
Yep.
Yeah. Oh,
Well,
yeah.
Even in Hindi, it's referred to as okay. Well, I mean,
you know what?
Yeah.
In Hindi, maybe they say something else. But I know that when I worked with some Hindu cats and I was at some of those ceremonies, at least in the English they were speaking to me, they called it swastika. But I don't know.
Vladimir Dragonov throws a $2 super chat to say must be a Buddhist town.
Yeah, maybe. I doubt it, but I guess if you want to give him the benefit of the doubt. I kind of doubt it, but it's
I
possible.
suppose it's possible maybe.
It could be one thing that, I mean, no one in the town of swastikas getting freaked out by this, but the people who live around the town, and indeed people who have just heard about this, are getting freaked out about it because there seems to be
it looks bad on
Nazis
Google Maps. I'll give you that.
It looks fine. It just looks
Now
the
wait
same
a minute.
as any other
Trunkle,
place.
Let me ask you this. Can we look at it on Google Maps and zoom in and see how they laid out the roads in their city?
Oh, yeah.
You know what I
There's
mean?
one building in that shape, isn't there?
Oh,
There's
boy.
gotta be, man.
I mean,
50
there's a
years
Hell,
ago.
Texas, and there's nothing wrong with that.
There's
fair.
a Beaver Creek as well. I'm worried about how that fucking looks too, to be honest. There's a lot of places like that with questionable names. It's not the kind of thing that you should get freaked out about. What should you get freaked out about? Spots in your house. Woman freaked out after discovering calls of small black dots around her home. Here they are. Points for the chat if you can guess what they are.
Mold or bat poop. I can't tell if they're on the inside or the outside.
Avian poop.
You go, do you say avian?
Yeah,
Avian?
Some type of bird poop.
Any kind of bird, yeah.
Well, I mean, before we get into it, let's hear it once again for our favourite audience writer, Luke Matthews. What a man.
All right.
He's out there. He's doing the Luke's
All right.
work right there. The woman asked the Mrs. Hinch's cleaning tips on Facebook for helping identifying the calls of the small black dots that she noticed were appearing on the skirting boards and computer in her home.
Oh, no. Roach poops.
Yep, roaches.
Not quite. Cockroaches not a huge thing in the UK. Thank fuck.
Yeah.
Because I
very.
will raise my house to the ground if I were to find a single one in my kitchen. Fuck
Dude,
that
they have a
shit.
swastika road.
Yeah, it's when you take a left after the corner of Berlin and Munich.
Actually,
You know what I mean?
I think you'll find you take a hard right at that corner there.
Yeah.
It
Ayo.
got in somewhere into a forest.
There you go.
The answer is spider poo. Who knew, right? Spiders have such big turds.
Yeah, those some big-ass spiders,
Some
dude.
big-ass spiders. Thankfully, not the same size as a crab. But moving on to
Oh, my God.
The next
Could you
one
get one of those crabs as a pet and put them on a leash and take them for a walk? Because
And
they're
then
big
you have
enough.
to pick up crab poops.
But crab poops?
I mean,
Thanks for
do
that,
you? Because if anybody says, hey, are you going to pick that up? Just show them the crab.
Look, that one's a
Yeah,
little
that's
smiley
true.
face.
Oh, it is a little smiley face. Oh, shit.
So, Swastika Road runs into Guide Board and Adirondack Park.
Adirondack. That's not German, I don't think.
No, some pretty
No,
interesting.
that's like chairs, right?
Well, it's weird. I mean, the swastika is in German. We've learned that tonight, you know?
Huh.
But here's one thing, right? This is a UK play. This is something that some bitch got wrong. There's something that the UK have finally got right, gentlemen, and it is my pleasure to present this to you. Woke cancel culture is a form of bullying and no platforming and attack on free speech. Pupils in schools will be taught.
Oh, well,
We're
it's not
finally going in
perfect,
the right
but
direction.
at least, yeah, they're kind of giving them both sides. That's a step in the right direction. It'd be nice if they didn't have to because we removed the problem instead of just attacking the symptom. But still, yeah, you're right, Drunkle. This is turning the tide a little.
It does seem it's still a little bit indoctrinating.
Yeah,
But
it's
not
like I
as
say,
bad
it's not
as
perfect.
it has been, right?
Right.
There's been this whole anti-capitalism thing being taught and everything, and it's like the Catholic Church. Get them while they're young. Do you know what I mean?
Right, sure.
You get them believe in this. Teachers will tell pupils cancel culture is not a part of a tolerant and free society. No lies detected, right? Students will learn that people with controversial opinions should be respected. No lies detected. It comes as some mainstream speakers have been blocked from speaking at unis. No lies detected! The past couple of years have been fucking freaky when it comes to people's speech getting silenced and everything like that. And of course, universities being a veritable hotbeds of hard left indoctrination. A lot of people will say in response to that, you go, what? Oh, well, it's weird, isn't it? People who go to university are generally smarter. And I'm like, shut the fuck up, you dickhead. The amount of dumb people I've met on university courses is absolutely fucking terrible. May for the win throws a $3.94 super Streamlabs to say, just wanted to round you up to 300. Cheers, guys. Love you all. And you did. Thank you, May. Brilliant work. Also, guys, may I, we spoke about this on Friday, for $15.03 on streamlabs.com/drunkenuncle, the new notification is Da Vinci.
Da Vinci.
Dude, I watched that thing so many times today, and I'll tell you what,
Right.
still makes me giggle.
Worth it, huh? By the way, Charles W. for $1.23 says, just because I donated to the others, here's money to call Drunkle a bag of smeg. Drunkle, you're a bag of smeg. Gamer Valim for $2 on the slab says, crab challenge photo delivered via Twitter. Keep for beach reference. Will do. Thank you. And hey, would you blow me for $3.57 says, is Swastika, New York, the home of the alt-right headquarters? Yeah, we should see if they have a tower there. That's pretty good. Thanks, guys.
The alt-right tower.
That's right.
I love it. I fucking love it. Now,
That's right.
we're on, yeah, sure, why not? No lies detected. Now, while we're into British news, we've had a whole thing going on, right? As of Thursday last week, 10 p.m. curfew for pubs to shut because of COVID, right? The big vid, the big Rona. And even shops themselves are not allowed to sell any form of alcohol after 10 p.m., which is fucking ridiculous. That is weird, right? And I will say it once more, man. Is this a pandemic or prohibition? But did it matter? Not one bit. Brits rave in the streets after spilling out of pubs at 10 p.m. Oh, yes.
All you've done now is turn your whole country into New Orleans, you dummies.
Every day is Mardi Gras, man. I mean, fuck it. How fucking far removed from society as the politicians have to be to realize that this wasn't gonna be the fucking case? I could have told you this was what gonna happen. You can say you're not allowed to buy booze in shops after 10 p.m., but any self-respecting alcoholic would have got theirs in at 8, maybe 9:30. I'm speaking from experience here, but do you know what really gets me, what is it you say? Hot in the biscuit there, G?
Mm-hmm. Hot in the biscuit, that's
Hot
correct.
in the... Yep. Bars inside Parliament can stay open past 10 p.m.
Oh,
Yeah,
you
we've had that
Sons of
with,
bitches.
We had that with gyms here, where gyms
Yeah,
on the
they're doing
outside
that
were
here,
closed, but the
too.
Government buildings
Rules
are-
for thee, but
Mhm.
not for me.
Hair salons are only open to politicians. It's pretty fucking weird because we saw Lori Lightfoot and Drunk and Disorderly go to one.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Utter bullshit, because technically... Also,
Where
big
are
news.
we, John boy?
Oh,
If
it's
I
Lady
had to
Monoceros
guess,
from
I'd say
986.
communist China. Are we gonna die here? Darn fucking tootin'.
Just to piss off the last donation.
I'm not sure how much it pissed her off, Lady Monoceros, but thank you for the 986. Good God. Any people with OCDs out there, it's $90.14 to get it rounded up again. Thank you very much for the $9.86.
Why does Boris Johnson always look like he just woke up?
Does nobody ever brush that man's hair?
No, that's his look. He's charmingly disheveled.
You know what, though?
I'll tell you,
Drunkle, again, they picked a photo of him where he's doing something. We got to make him look active. He's such a lump of shit, man.
He is. He's a floppy-haired twat, and I absolutely despise him, especially with the running. He's been fucking terrible, man. Thankfully,
I don't know too much about him, other than how he looks, really.
Because he actually got COVID, and he was in recovery for a little bit. So there are rumors of the fact that he's going to be resigning towards the end of this year. Because of health reasons.
It is towards the end of this year. We're almost out of year.
We are. So hurry up, Boris, for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
Now, apparently, they are allowed to stay open past 10 p.m. because this bar is technically a cafeteria.
Well, that's part of how they got around it here. Bars that serve food can still stay open at 2.
Fucking bullshit. But the bigger news now is, guys, I don't know if you've noticed, in the past couple of weeks, there's been no news from the Metro because they went, hey, looks like you're using an ad blocker. No more! No more. We're on the Metro right now, and I'm using an ad blocker. We're allowed back in. It looks like fucking Richard Harley Parkinson went up to his editor and went, oi, we're not getting on the AAA anymore, and it's affecting our clicks. And his editor went... I don't exist because the spelling in this fucking newspaper is atrocious.
Because there is no editor.
We don't need editors, Phil. Now, here's the thing, though, Phil. There is a thing, like, the pubs are shutting earlier. You can't get booze after 10 p.m. and everything. How do we get around it? Well, the answer is rail workers suspended after man cave found under railway. Authorities were tipped off anonymously and told the workers would hang out and get drunk and party in the room.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
and we looked at it on Saturday, and they actually have a more modern kitchen than Drunkle. They have a combination refrigerator freezer seen in the back of that picture, and on top of it, there's a microwave.
It's a microwave.
But do they have a blender?
Oh, that's a good question. I would guess yes, because on Taco Tuesday, you need a pitcher margaritas, man.
That's right. Yeah, it's a party room. You got to have those margs.
Vodka fruit smoothies and shit like that, you know?
No.
Probably not. I mean, this is in Britain. There's no...
Yeah.
There's
Where
no
are
such
we,
thing.
John boy? If I had to guess, I'd say communist China. Are we gonna die here? Darn fucking tootin'.
Wait a fuck mothering minute. You fuck shitting me.
Whoa.
Tit-kicking limeys got a taint-flicking bar in their ball-busting parliament.
Whoa.
In a tongue-punching fart-boxing legislative house.
Good God.
Well, tickle my anus and call me Samantha.
Well, I'm willing to call you Samantha, but the tickling of the anus, I feel as though I may leave to someone with smaller hands, or indeed any hands, as I'm going to have to tickle your anus with my own butt cheeks otherwise. Thank you for the 777, Ossan.
Can we get a clip of that, please? Somebody out there.
Someone will. You know they will. Now, the problem is here, of course, you know, you're partying underground, right? And we're in the middle of a pandemic here, G. So you don't know, you're sharing spliffs, you're sharing beers, you're spitting into each other's mouths. What if you get COVID and die? Well, it turns out you're still all right. Dead but not forgotten, politician who died of COVID-19 elected mayor in Romania, and the win was celebrated in the cemetery.
Ghost mayor?
Ghost mayor, the first ghost mayor.
Did they elect a ghost mayor? Has anybody seen his ghostness since then? I mean, clearly this is last known photo or whatever, but he don't look like that now.
We don't know that. We don't know that. This could be him now.
Very interesting.
It could be like a Dalai Lama kind of thing. Like one guy comes out and goes, "Oh, Steve who died? Yeah, that's me. I've come back. I've come back from the dead."
I may have to keep my eye on a ghost mayor. See what happens over there.
I mean, dude, you can run for fucking office in Romania.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I can't get a social security number here, but there, let's say I got Romanian citizenship and use that as a springboard to new U.S. citizenship as an immigrant from Romania.
Fuck yeah.
Ooh.
Whoa! What if I could work for the ghost mayor and get diplomatic immunity?
Yeah, you'd be a diplomat. Then you could do whatever the fuck you want, man.
I gotta tell you, man, I'm leery of Romania because the undead live there, and I'm not a big fan of the fucking undead. But I don't know. This is very interesting. It'd be nice to see the dead turn the tables on the undead. The vampires have ruled Romania for way too long. Maybe
That's
time
true.
for ghosts to fulfill to manifest their destiny.
Manifest their destiny. That's a dead destiny, if you will.
Dead
I don't know,
destinies,
mate.
yep.
I don't know. Fucking. 'Tis the season for Ghastly to get his fucking social security number sorted. And it ain't just the only season that's going on right now, mate. As we're coming into autumn, I would say fall, but it's actually autumn because everywhere is Britain today. Waitrose mocked by shoppers for selling £6 autumn foliage as leaves are free outside.
That's fair. Is Waitrose the name of the chain of stores or whatever?
Waitrose is an incredibly, incredibly expensive and posh supermarket.
Oh, I see. That's your
So
Whole
much
Foods
so
or
that they can
Phoenicia
sell
or whatever.
dead leaves and get away with it because some motherfuckers are buying it, you know, despite leaves being free outside.
Wow.
It's just a bag of leaves.
Wow.
It is. It's just a sack of fucking leaves.
People rake that shit up to get it off their lawn.
Hey! Oh, sorry. I thought you were going somewhere else.
I mean, you could rake it up and rake in the cash, man.
They're raking in the cash where I thought he was going. Fuck's sake.
Yeah.
Damn it, Phil. Damn it. Gamer Levine throws a $1.99 super chat to say, it's Romania. Vampires. Duh.
Yeah, that's correct.
Duh.
All I'm saying, though, as far as the sack of leaves goes, is that's capitalism, bitch. If people are dumb enough to fucking buy it, somebody's going to sell it to them.
And Waitrose shoppers are dumb enough to, because what we're looking at, that's an oak leaf right there.
Yeah.
I recognise that. And they're going, oh.
Yep.
Oh, autumn foliage.
No, foliage.
I must
will
have
make-
12.
This
I've
will
not
make a
seen
brilliant
leaves like that since-
centipede.
I've not seen an oak leaf since my childhood at the Arboretum.
We can use these to line the floor of our aviary. Just for the birds to poop on. That's what they're buying, is bird litter.
Well, I think they are flying in the face of capitalism there, G. And that isn't the only person who's flying in the face of anything. As driver arrested after successfully jumping over drawbridge.
I think I've counted 4. I think I've counted 4 so far, something like that. Yeah, man, he saw that they were selling dead leaves, and he said, "Wait, I'm getting the fuck out of here." And then just, they freeze framed him in the air, and bam.
Well, I think actually I think the one on the left is a screenshot from the Blues Brothers.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
In the video for the, if you watch the video for the news story, they show
last week.
Yeah.
Oh,
we
you
had
had it on
Saturday.
Saturday, did you? Okay,
We had it on
right,
Saturday,
fair
yeah.
enough. I was so disappointed to go through this video and find that there was not even security footage of
No,
this guy
I know. I
making
looked
the jump.
too. It was Dukes of Hazzard and the Blues Brothers.
So dull, man. But still, someone out there is having problems differentiating between Grand Theft Auto and real life.
What did
I
we?
suppose.
What was the setup on Saturday? He jumped over it because of something. You know, it was the same kind of setup, Drunkle. He saw whatever the previous news story was, and he took off.
I don't remember what we were talking about beforehand. Yeah.
Just goes to show great minds think alike, buddy. Fake 831 has just followed over on Twitch. Hey, buddy, you're probably not here, but hey. Fake. Thanks, Mum.
Fake.
Boris wanking off
Fake
for $1 to
831.
Streamlabs to say they don't leave
Fake
any
831.
possible profit behind, do they? Bang it!
There you go.
And you tell him, Steve Dave. Hey, Steve Dave throws $1 to Streamlabs to say, earlier, I was at work and couldn't send a super chat. But how do you think I get my credit score up? I pay you fuckers with Streamlabs donations and pay it off online right after the live stream.
Booms, my
And
man.
make
See,
AAA
he knows.
and FPH a win-win scenario.
Bam! That means you can use these shows to build your credit up. I told you, you won't believe
Good
number 7,
God.
and that's what it is. Use the show to build your credit. That way
Steve
you buy
Dave, Steve Dave is capitalizing on capitalism with a
He's
capital
capitalizing on the
capitalism.
capitalisms. That's capital.
Holy
With a
shit.
capital C.
With a
With a
capital
capital cap.
capitalism. Social
capital
Security admin
capitalism.
throws $1.99 to Streamlabs to say, from the desk of huge asshole. Oh, good God, it's been a while. We've offered
That
to
Media
sheet.
Corp?
No, it's Social Security admin. It's worse.
Oh, right. Yeah,
We've
worse.
offered to sheet his Social Security number ending in 4115 before. But he failed to turn in his fingerprints we outrageously requested.
I
Sorry.
don't have fingerprints. I told your goddamn customer service representative before. There are no prints. What is it you want me? I could draw you a circle if that's what you want.
Now, what you need,
Sons
mate,
of
you
bitches.
got to get Will Smith to do it for you. Fresh prints. He continues, sorry, smash like, fuck you. I don't care that you can't crash me. That was totally fucking worth it. Should we get into some science news?
Let's do it.
Is it science? I don't think we're... No, let's just get...
It's very science
we're,
time.
we're still very much on the news. As archaeologists
very
just
science
uncovered
time.
an ancient Germanic tomb with 6 women buried around a cauldron. This
She's a witch! Burn!
They're all witches! They're all witches!
And looks like they all got burned.
Yeah, do they just throw them all in there?
No, looking at into the article, it seems that this is a tomb of an ancient king. There was 6 people buried in there with him who maybe would have died doing some kind of ritual, I don't know. But a load of like golden talismans and trinkets and shit like that as well. Wicked interesting find.
Yeah, I'm just trying to imagine the circumstance that happens. Like, let's say you're a king and you're getting buried with all your possessions or whatever. It's not impossible in those days when kings basically just in every part of the world would just enslave everybody that lived near them, and that was just how it went back then, unfortunately. So what if he just had his servants throw these witches into the tomb with him when he died, with the plan being, once they were sealed up, for them to do an incantation that would bring him back to life so that he could get out of the fucking crypt.
Yeah.
So they do 15 minutes of ritual, realize it isn't going to work, and then they, one by one, have to eat each other to stay alive in a tomb with the dead king. That is a fucked up way to go,
It's
man.
the thing. I'm going to go a little bit further on that, mate, and say maybe it wasn't a dead king, but a dead politician.
Bum, bum, bum!
Oh, sure, we're
Blowing
the lid off of this
right
thing.
off of it.
Ghost mayor.
Mayor?
It worked.
This goes higher than the mayor, G.
Whoa,
goes
now
right
wait
to
a
the
minute.
top,
What if
maybe
this
higher.
guy's phase control is so good that he looks like a solid again? What if this guy who just got elected mayor is the fucking dead king?
Good
Oh,
God.
shit.
He had to change his name and his face every couple hundred years, you know, had to
He's
figure
been
it
playing
out.
this game for a long time. Fucking death becomes him. Good
Uh-huh.
God.
This
Holy
sounds like
shit.
alt-fright bullshit to me.
It really does.
Accelerite in the chat says Boogie2998 shot at rival streamer Frank Hassel in an altercation outside of his house. What?
What? What?
Sinatra, can we get some fact checking on that, mate? Boogie shooting at Frank Hassel?
Yeah, that's true.
What?
What happened?
Yeah. Apparently, somebody went to
You
Boogie's
talk
house
about that.
last
I'm
night.
gonna wait.
Didn't you just go, diabetic
Seal,
fuck?
man.
But apparently somebody went to Boogie's house last night, and there's no proof if it was Frank Hassel or not. It might have been,
Mhm.
but Frank showed up there today, and I guess they had some kind of beef or something. I don't know. But Boogie shot a warning shot in the air like an idiot.
Really?
Yep, and then pointed the gun at him. Quartering did a video, of course he did. But yeah, that's what happened there.
So nobody got shot, just a bunch of grandstanding. That's good. Nobody got hurt. I
Yeah.
don't know.
I can't, I
Whatever.
can't believe Boogie would be dumb enough to discharge a gun in a residential area, but
Yeah, that's probably not going to work out great for him. I mean, did the other guy have a gun? Is that why he warning
No.
shot at him, or did he
No.
come into the house? Did he break in, or were they in front of his
he's just
house?
knocking on.
All I did was knock on the door. Just close the door.
Yeah, but then look how Onision reacted to when Chris Hansen turned up outside his house. You know?
Yeah, okay, but are we taking any tips from that asshole either?
No, I don't think we should. I don't think we
Yeah.
should. If we're gonna take
That's
tips from
funny, though,
anyone,
but-
We should take tips off of Delhi cops who confiscated 160 kilograms of marijuana but only reported 1 kilogram and sold off the rest.
Yep, that's another fucking day as per usual, man. Nice
You gotta
work.
love it. You gotta love it.
Is
Let's move on
that
to
India, I guess? Delhi?
Delhi,
yeah.
India,
Right.
yeah. I mean, just piggybacking, I suppose that's not the right word to use when talking about boogie, but neighbor calls 911 when hockey fans yell, shoot, shoot.
Oh my god. People gotta calm the fuck down,
It's getting a bit
dude.
much out there, isn't it, man?
Oh, Jesus.
It's getting a bit difficult. You might say it's getting a bit hard. And speaking of which, man who erected giant wooden penis on his lawn fights to keep it up. First off,
I see what
we
they
got
did
to
there.
enjoy that. We got to enjoy that, right?
So is he just out there stroking it 4 hours a day?
Oh Lord.
Oh, you gotta love it. You gotta love
You
it. Moving on.
gotta, Drunkle, you gotta put the screen on the screen, brother.
Oh shit! Sorry, yeah, Mark, thank you.
They didn't
Thank you for
see
that.
the dick.
Right, hold on. Right, there's the weed. That's thank you, Getty Images, for someone holding weed right there. One weed,
Right.
please, dealer. Is that enough?
Yeah.
Yes, thank
I'll
you
take
very
one
much.
weed.
I'll pay
One
by
weed,
check.
please.
This is,
Yeah, by check. And in the memo, you write for one
For
weed,
weed.
please.
One weed, yeah, right. That's your 911 when hockey fans yell, shoot, shoot, you gotta love America. But then nowhere's America today, it's all Britain. This is your giant penis for the evening. And moving on to the next, which is Florida governor proposes college Bill of Rights to party.
You gotta fight for your right to party?
This was
I don't know.
so
This might be
nearly
awesome.
the titular, man. This was so
What?
nearly... he was quoted to say, I understand that universities are trying to do the right thing. Okay, yeah, fine, yeah. But I personally think it's dramatically draconian that a student could get
Awesome.
potentially expelled for going to a party. That's what college kids do.
Wow, sounds like some
yeah.
reasonableness is happening this week. You love to see it
You love to see it.
because that's reasonable.
Yeah,
Because
but
these
also,
people had a fight
it's also... Yeah, they
for their right.
Yeah.
There you go.
They had to
It's
fight
also
for their
kind
right
of
to
freaky,
party.
though, isn't it? Because, like, you're going, wait, is that a bit of sense in the news? No. This isn't possibly right. So I'm going to bring you crashing back to Earth with workers
Oh, boy.
discover giant rat during clearance of underground drainage system. Look at that!
What?
It's the Rat King!
I
I killed that
assume
thing
it's
in Dark Souls like twice.
a prop or something. From
Yeah,
It
that
is.
is
It
a
was from
prop.
last Halloween that was kept in a warehouse but got swept away during a flood.
It does look pretty terrifying. Like a child that found that would be scared out of their minds.
A child, a man, just like a sewage
Yeah.
worker, is out there on his own in the sewers because that's where he works, and he sees that.
You know what would really compound that? If he was the guy on the crew that had to deal with killing rats or disposing of rat bodies or cleaning up dead rat corpses. That was part of his job. And just
Yeah.
earlier that day, he was thinking about how many rats have died at his hands. And he wonders if
Charlie
there's ever going to
Kelly?
be any
Charlie
kind of
Kelly.
fucking karmic payback for all of this shit. Entire generations are gone because of him. And he's thinking about all this, and then he looks up and sees fucking retribution staring in his face. He might shit himself.
I think it's like he comes out of sewers, he gets back into his vehicle, and he goes back to sewer headquarters. And they went, "All right, Steve, how was your day?" And he went, "Giant rats, mate." As he pulls a Glock out of his locker and fucking loads it. But, what did you say, Steve? Giant rats, and just gets into his car and fucks off. Right?
That rat's name is Hamato Yoshi.
Well,
That's
I
right.
mean, one more time, and possibly for the last time tonight, though. Can we give it up for our main audience writer right here, Luke Matthews? With the real journalism, the stuff that really matters. The stuff that really matters. However, this isn't the only time rats are going to be in the news tonight, Sinatra. Hero Rat wins a top animal award for sniffing out landmines. Look at him with his little medal.
Look
That
at the
doesn't
tiny
even look
metal.
like a rat.
It looks like a marsupial or something,
Yeah.
maybe.
He's got a tiny medal.
He's got a tiny
little medal.
harness.
For the medal. Or maybe so he don't run off and... I don't know how rats operate, man. I used to keep rats when I was younger. They are cute.
Really?
And despite what people say, they are
What?
very, very clean creatures. Yeah, you keep rats as pets.
Yeah, fucking disgusting.
They are not, mate. They are beautiful little things. And this one sniffs out bombs. He doesn't give a shit about the medal that he's wearing, but we do. And here's something that Sinatra's going to give a shit about. Tucker Carlson wins defamation lawsuit after Fox News argues his viewers know to watch his show with some skepticism.
Don't
Good.
you watch every news show with some skepticism?
You
You
should.
know what I mean?
I don't watch news shows. But he won the lawsuit because they just went, he's not real news, is he? And it fucking worked out.
Fine. That's fine. It's cable news. Like, that's fine.
Absolutely fucking fine. I'll tell you what isn't fine, though, G. Investigation launched after black barrister mistaken for defendant 3 times in a day.
Oh, boy. Okay, that's... Yikes. That's rough. Where? Where did this happen?
England
Was she
and
wearing
Wales.
the wig at the time?
This is what I'm asking, because this is how barrister... When you're in court, that's the uniform. You got the robes, you got that gimpy little tie thing, the fucking Colonel Sanders thing going on, and you've got the wig. And here's the thing, though, G. Those wigs, very expensive to buy.
Very
Make them look
You can't get them from Amazon or some shit. It's got to come from like an actual licensed fucking retailer for these wigs.
You'd
right?
think they'd make the hairline look more realistic on him then.
You'd think they'd make anything about this look more realistic.
More realistic, yeah.
Dude, these memes coming from Boogie are hilarious.
There you go.
Somebody photoshopped a little cowboy hat on him, like the guy from Overwatch. It's high noon. Boogie behind Boogie. Can't trust anybody, not even yourself. Oh, they're so good.
Now, I know what you're thinking over there, though, G. I know exactly. I got a main line into your brain time. What's been going on with the Guinness World Records this week?
Yes!
Well, I got you back. I got you back, mate. Man breaks Guinness record with 24 Nerf darts hits in 1 minute.
Okay.
Doesn't seem like a lot,
Wait,
does it?
that doesn't sound like a lot at all. Can we look at the video?
Oh, can we? We don't know how... Oh, he's got... Oh, shit, he's off the hip.
Oh, you gotta
It's
load
it's
it
gotta
every
be off the
time?
hip. Yeah. What's
So
a Nerf gun, isn't it?
Easy.
Is it, though?
Yeah, I don't feel like that's that record-breaking of a record.
Well, it did break them. Here we go. Boom. Right.
24. Boom. Load it and shoot it.
You got,
And
but he's
load
firing
it and
off the
shoot
hip
it.
as well, man. Like, there's very little aim time going on here.
He's a whole 8 feet away from it.
I mean, he's a decent shot with a Nerf
With
weapon,
a
but I
Nerf
just...
gun. Let's hear it for the ironing board here as well, which is just
Fair.
as much as a
Doing
record
its
breaker
job.
than
Fair.
this guy.
True.
Doing its
It's not
job.
doing its job, Phil, because its job is to be a board for ironing. This one went above and beyond the Call of Duty by being a reload table for an utter hero. But moving on, meet the Pakistani martial arts expert working towards 100 record titles. He is known as the Pakistani Bruce Lee. And let me just reload this.
Oh,
I've
I've seen a picture of this guy before. Yeah.
This guy is absolutely fucking insane. Why ain't it fucking reloading? Ever so recent. Oh, this is weird. This page is slowing
You
down.
broke it, Drunkle.
I think I'm glad some records are getting broken.
There you
He's
go.
done. He's
Yeah, because I've
elbow
seen
in.
the thing with the nuts or whatever
I
it
saw
is.
the thing with the nuts. Is what made me look him up.
Yeah,
He
you
is
probably
going-
showed it to me.
You probably showed it on fucking Saturday. He's got most
Is he
walnuts crushed by the
elbowing
hand.
beer cans?
He is most walnuts crushed by the hand in 1 minute. 284. Any mathematicians out there? How many beer cans is that per second? Fucking
4,
ridiculous.
give or take.
Roundabout. Most watermelons crushed with the head in 30 seconds. 49. Most drinks cans crushed with the elbow in 1 minute. 77. Most spins of a fire staff in 1 minute. 188. He's not completely destructive. He's a bit of an artist as well. Not just that, but here's his daughter, who has the current world record for most full contact elbow strikes in 1 minute using alternate elbows with an incredible 242.
Now that video I'd like to see. That seems fast. For a second with your arms. Yeah.
In a minute!
Unless
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
just
yeah.
like lifting it up or pushing it in. I don't see how that's. This is some fucking insanely fast dude.
Fuck me. Well, let's bring it over to animal world records, shall we? Where a beaked whale, this is for you, G, nearly 4-hour-long dive sets a new world record. According to his species, most of them go down for around 2 hours. So this guy didn't just smash it, he fucking doubled
Doubled
it.
it.
Doubled it. Oh,
What
hell
was
that
down
well.
there that he wanted? You know it, man. What was down there that he wanted, man?
Some fucking dank memes, and you know they were down there, man.
There you go.
But while we're talking about animals and record breakers, Sir David Attenborough breaks Instagram record for fastest time to reach 1 million viewers. This man, we love him.
Nice.
We love everything he does. He's a class act from start to finish. He beat Jennifer Aniston. He put his first post up there, and within 4 hours, he was at 1 million viewers.
That's pretty awesome,
fantastic.
Man.
Now,
I do like a David Attenborough documentary.
Who doesn't love a David Attenborough? He's a man about nature, and most of all, G, he's a man about science, which brings us into the science section. Brain scanning backpack brings neuroscience into the real world.
Oh, no. I don't like the look of this thing at all.
Oh, no.
Something about that looks wrong.
It does look a bit Ready Player One, but no.
Yeah.
It's all right. It's just so you can do brain scans for everyday shit outside of the lab, which scientists and indeed doctors are hoping will give a greater look into things like Alzheimer's and shit like that. Because it's not you're not just coming into the lab for an hour a week or an hour a day or something. This is just your everyday bullshit.
Right.
Still, exposed wires, guys. So that Elon wouldn't do this.
No, again, cable management is important. All of this shit that's sticking off the side, it looks like how we predicted the future to be in the late 70s or early 80s. They're drawing him like the Borg, dude. Damn all that. That's not modern design.
No,
Give it 10 years
modern
and it
design
looks
is
completely
small
different.
and sleek.
I mean, Drunkle, you could walk up behind this guy and just grab one of those fucking cables, yank it, and his day's fucking
Fry
over.
his brain,
You know what I
And
mean?
all the data's fucked as well.
Yeah.
But, you know, that's very Earth-like science. Let's start going up into space, shall we? And we're not going to be the only ones going up into space tonight, Phil. Tom Cruise going to space in 2021 to film movie with the help of Elon Musk SpaceX. Shuttle Almanac says they're doing movies in space!
Yeah, I saw this a couple weeks back, man. He confirmed that he was going to do the movie. Now I think they've scheduled the trip or something. They're getting close, dude. It's getting crazy with the amount of stuff per week we're putting into space. I got to tell you, man, it's too bad that the world sucks so much right now because it's so fucking exciting at the possibility of being an interplanetary species within 50 years. That's
so
fucking
much
amazing.
So, right? So much so that 3 times a week we bring up space shit. Thrice weekly we bring up space shit. And I am still constantly amazed by it. But then there's also people out there that are going, it's just space. It's just space?
Well, those people are wrong.
It's not just space. This is like the most incredible feat of human fucking engineering and technology ever. That we can actually leave our own planet and explore things that we don't even know exist yet. Still constantly blows my mind. And that ain't the only thing that's going to blow your mind, mate, because it turns out the radiation on the moon is a lot higher than we thought it was.
Yeah, that is accurate. We also talked about this Saturday as well. I figure it makes sense though, Drunkle. There's no ozone, atmosphere, nothing like that up there. You're that much more exposed to the sun, right? So a lot of solar radiation on those rocks, I would assume. Boy. I mean, it's gonna be a hill to climb. We're not there yet.
It means there's likely not going to be any colonization on the moon because you can survive up there for about 2 months.
Right, it's gonna be more like a way station type thing, you know?
Oh, I mean, that would work, like a little, you drop off there, you wait a week or so, and then your shuttle to Mars arrives.
Right, exactly. Because, look, let's imagine that you're taking 100,000 people from Earth to Mars. Now, the amount of fuel and preparation it takes to launch the ship that can carry 100,000 people is 12 times what it costs for the ship that takes 1,000, right? Or takes 10,000. So you could split it up and store people in a one-off base, because now going from Mars to the moon and back, they don't need to break gravity and atmosphere again with that gigantic transport.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I think that's what the most useful thing for natural satellites like the moon is going to be for us as we move into the interplanetary phase of humanity.
Reusable ships from the moon to Mars and indeed beyond, because they can be they can be huge.
Well, it's not just that, but now even when there is gravity and atmosphere, we can just land the motherfucker and use it again like a commercial airplane. We can fly. You can make 2 flights a day Once we, get it a little
That's
more
it.
refined,
All
another
you have
5,
to
10
worry
years.
about is refueling, and I guess those will be the ships from the Earth to the Moon, and then stick in a couple of passengers on the top of it, but it's mostly going to be fuel.
Yeah, the hard part will be figuring out a better fuel solution for constant travel to and from.
Which,
that'll
if
become a
we
problem.
mine the moon and we find some sort of resource on the moon that can be used to make energy, then we could just use whatever's on the moon.
I'd rather just 100% consume
Miners
Venus.
on the moon.
We
Like
carry a pickaxe.
Right. The moon can actually affect the Earth, so I think we just haul Venus in on a fucking chain and mine the fuck out of that entire planet.
'Cause that
Take it
won't
out of the
affect
solar
anything.
system.
That won't affect anything, no, will it? No,
Well,
no,
at
no.
least it not as quickly as the moon would. If we need resources from somewhere other than Earth, I think that's the best place to get
I
them.
know, man. I think you're screwing with the intergalactic rainforest if you're going to be dealing with, like, drawn in.
We're humanity. We screw with everything. We're about to panspermia ourselves into the rest of the solar system. These motherfuckers can get in line because there's a new sheriff in town, man.
There's
That's
sheriff.
what I'm
on
saying.
the moon.
There's a new Romanian mayor in town,
You
and
better
he's
believe
dead.
it.
Can I interest anyone in the titular article? I think we should, because we've
Please.
gone way past 46 bells and indeed Gravediggers Biscuits. Today's episode of the AAA meeting was brought to you by the tagline, South Park to the rescue, because South Park helped fill Denver Broncos Stadium by sending in cardboard character cutouts. Look at this shit!
Nice. And the guys from South Park sent it in to him? Sent him a bunch, or
Or
did
at
they
least
pay
the,
to print it?
at least the
What
company.
What was the phrasing?
Fucking sending in. I don't bloody know, but I would watch that
Yeah.
game.
Yeah.
I would watch that game. Kevin,
Just
Now,
to
the
see who's
real
in the
question-
stands.
Oh man, you know what would be the best though is if they could make them look like how every crowd shot on South Park looks like. They just go yay and they bounce. You know what I mean?
Or you just see like one
I'm on
person,
TV.
one person
Yeah,
underneath two cardboard cutouts and just shake them and
Right.
lift them every time something happens.
Right.
Kevin Duggan throws a $4.99 super chat to say the Space Force got deployed to Israel. True facts.
Yep, that's correct.
Yeah, I thought that.
Holy shit! And actually,
We
while
had
we
that
were
on the
talking about,
AAA.
oh, we did.
Mm-hmm.
While we were talking about people not being amazed by space shit anymore, a guy in a chat called Bob Boo said it's just up, which I quite liked as well.
Jesus. By the way, as long as we're looking at the South Park picture, can we notice that the goth kids are non-conformist and not sitting
Not
in
wearing
the bleachers?
Yep.
Yep.
Those are some of my favorite episodes. I love the shitty goth version of the theme song, whichever episode that was.
Oh, I don't remember that.
Oh, I think it was the one where it's Invasion of the Body Snatchers, basically, and the fat girl goth kid gets kidnapped, so she says, and turned into an emo kid or something like that.
yeah.
And then they hang out with the ghost of Edgar Allan Poe at a Denny's, and he's a huge
That's
poser
right,
and all
yeah.
that.
yeah.
But like the theme song sounds like, fucking some 80s goth synth band. I can't even mimic it with my voice, but it's hilarious.
Fucking Divine Petulant says, "Where's Bat Dad?" I don't even know if he's in there, but let's have a cursory glance.
I wouldn't be surprised.
No, not seeing him myself. If
I
anyone
mean,
else
you
can
know,
find him, then
Stan
brilliant.
is definitely there somewhere.
Yeah, Jerry's on the field. Randy, sorry,
he's
is on
Jeff.
the field right now.
Yeah, right.
I'm sorry, I thought this was America. And you may now consider yourself amused.
Hey,
Music.
Fantastic.
I burned the shit out of my finger during that news. It hurts
That's
like a
because
bitch.
that news was hot, motherfucker. It was hot. Right, should we let's get straight into a game. Should we get straight into a game?
Let's do it, man.
Let's get straight into a game. Today, ladies and gentlemen, we are playing a much better version of Sinatra's
Lubega.
which is the game
Although I
where-
do like the Lubega.
Lubega.
I don't
go.
hate that.
Nah, I think you're all wrong. And that's fine too. You're allowed to be wrong. This is the game where, of course, because we have Mr. Philip Gilmore here, in the first round, Sinatra and Ghastly are going to be exchanging their things, with Mr. Philip Gilmore. In the second round, Phil's going to exchange it with them, and then the third round's going to turn around again, which has got a fucking 7 point because of the bonus round for the theme. And if you get all of them correct, then you get a bonus point as well. I'm going to flip a coin, and Sinatra, call it.
Tails.
It was indeed Tails.
Fuck, Tails never fails. I would have called it.
I mean, it
Son
does.
of
It's
bitch.
failed so many times. Sinatra, your words are coming over now. This is the first round, is the well-known people's round. Here they are.
Waiting for the words to come over now.
You got them?
Waiting. No, I don't.
Try
Okay,
again.
now I do.
Okay, there we go. And your time begins in Lubega.
My persona wife. Horrible, bitchy woman. Famous for marrying my persona, my name.
Sinatra. Nancy
Who?
Sinatra.
There we go. Documentarian we just talked about.
David Attenborough.
I need the full title. Okay.
No, it's fine.
No one knows where he came from or where he went.
Cotton Eye Joe.
That's right. Has a salad named after him and got stabbed a whole fuck ton of times.
Cobb.
No, ancient Greece, I believe.
Oh, Caesar.
Rome, yeah.
That's time.
And,
That's time.
A Cobb coffee.
Dude.
Oh, that's solid. That's fucking solid.
Where are we, John boy? If I had to
It's
guess,
Mr.
I'd
Twisted
say
Frenzy
communist
for 5.
China. Are we gonna die here? Darn fucking tootin'.
God.
Have you guys tried out the playing the imposter hide and seek game in
The
Among
Cotton Eye
Us?
Joe one was pretty good.
What was that? Have we tried playing the imposter hide and seek game in Among Us? No, that sounds interesting. I'm up for that. Thank you, Mr. Twisted Frenzy, for the 5. Ghastly.
Yes.
Fucking Cobb.
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 Here are your names.
Oh
Fuck
shit.
me.
Okay, I got him.
And your time begins in Lubega.
A bald guy that had a podcast on YouTube and moved to Spotify.
Joe Rogan.
That is correct. Second one I'm going to skip for now. Third one, guy had dreadlocks in a band called The Wailers.
Bob Marley.
That is correct. This guy was a wrestler in the 80s from Canada, wore pink and black.
Bret Hart.
That's right.
Nah,
This
full
guy
name.
was...
Bret the
okay, what
Hitman
was-
Hart.
Thank you, sir. This is a cartoon character that had a son. They had a cartoon show in the late 80s, early 90s. They both had a club. They were covered in hair. His catchphrase was saying
Captain
his own
Caveman?
name. Yes! And the one that we skipped was she played Buster's girlfriend in Arrested Development.
Oh shit.
She was
I don't
famous in the
remember.
70s, and now she's getting old.
Oh,
She's a
Liza
British
Minnelli.
area with yes!
Time.
He got it. Come
No, he did
on.
not. He did not get it.
All right.
He did not get it.
Should have got it.
That was a good effort, though. Phil, fantastic effort, buddy.
She's
Loving
a
your
brownish
work.
area with points.
With points.
Right, now we're into the second round where Phil Gilmore.
Damn it, so
this
close.
This is the items round, or the things round, where Phil Gilmore is going to be describing to you. And in this particular one, Phil Gilmore, you're going to be describing to Sinatra. Your words have just been DM'd over to you over Twitter.
Okay.
Okay, and your time begins, Sinatra and Phil, in Lubega.
All right, you'd use this to make a marg.
A what?
A margarita.
Alcohol glass
Yeah.
shaker.
But you have to use a certain appliance. We just talked about it earlier.
Blender?
There you go. This is what you use to open something that's jammed shut. You'd have to use a
Crowbar, a pry
Yep.
bar.
This is you walk up or down it, and it goes in kind of a circle. You walk up or down these.
Stairs?
Yes,
No.
but it's a certain
Escalator?
kind. It's like it goes around in a circle.
Escalator? No.
Nope.
Walk up or down that goes in a circle. Skip.
Okay, skip. All right. This is what
That's
you
time.
would use. Oh.
Do it
Was
for
it
shits and
spiral
gigs.
staircase?
It was
Yes, it
indeed
was.
spiral
Damn.
staircase.
Yeah.
You should be like, yes, but a certain shape.
Do you want to do the rest for shits and gigs?
Yeah.
All right. This is what you would use to summon a certain animal if you were going hunting.
A call?
A duck
What
call.
kind? There you go. And this is something that it has all of your work in it, and you show it to somebody, or it has your stocks.
Resume?
Stocks are usually in one of these. A
Resume? No.
As
A
in-
portfolio?
portfolio. There you go.
Yeah. If given the
Not
time, it would have
bad.
been fine. Yeah, that was a good effort. Very difficult ones. Well done, Phil, as well. That was some good fucking strong work there, buddy. Strong work.
Yeah, it was okay.
Yeah, it was all right. Right, Phil, next round for you, buddy. And
yeah,
your
those
time
hints suck.
begins in Lou.
Yes, they did.
Vega.
You use this to heat up a certain kind of metal that you make like circuit boards with and stuff like that.
Oh, a soldering iron.
Yep. This holds a little bit of liquor that you can carry around with you in your jacket
A
pocket.
flask.
Yep. This helps you put on your footwear. If it doesn't fit
shoehorn?
quite right. Yep. This is what Sinatra called his computer earlier.
A potato.
Yep. And this is what you don't want to get caught on in Among Us if you're walking around and killing people.
On tape, on camera, on security
What kind?
camera.
There you go.
Fantastic.
So I had spiral
Oh,
staircase
yes.
portfolio, and Ghastly had potato and camera. This game sucks.
He had soldering iron, shoehorn. Right, they weren't hard, man. Ain't my fault if like they've got a better relationship than you've got a better relationship with Phil. That ain't my fault. Or is it? We don't know.
Shoehorn
It's all
hands.
your fault, Drunkle.
Yeah, do you know what? Maybe it is. Right, Sinatra, we're into the final round now, which is the theme round. Your theme is going to be at the top, so make sure you do not use this word to describe the upcoming words. You can get a bonus
It's
point
a
here,
thing
Sin.
that exists over there.
Shoehorn. I got that.
Shit hint.
You got a bonus point available if he gets all of them. That is including the theme as well, and of course a bonus point for the theme. So there are 7 points available for this one, Sin. And I'm not lying, mate. I think you might fucking need them. Sinatra, here are your words, and your time begins in.
Hold up, I'm waiting. Okay, got him.
Vega!
Footwear that is not shoes. It's not
Sandals?
No, it's more for work. They would
Boots?
be your. Yep. Artillery. Damn it! I just noticed that was the next word. Shooty, rocket launchy.
Wow.
Yumi. Fuck. It must be 18 or older to purchase one of these. It's Second Amendment.
gun?
No,
gun?
overarching term. More.
Firearms?
No, more.
More? Artillery?
All of them. No, well, that is one of them, but I said it. All of them would be a type of
Weapon.
That's time.
I don't know what you're
Weaponry.
going for there either.
Weaponry.
Yeah, okay.
Damn, that's hard.
Yeah, that is tough.
I'll go for. I fucked up and said artillery because what idiot would put weaponry and artillery next to each other? A bunch
What
of
idiot
soldiers
would
sleep in
say
there.
artillery when they were trying to say weaponry?
A bunch of what?
Soldiers sleep in a
Bunker?
more. It's the military term
Barracks?
for. There we go.
Yeah, a single,
Arlington National Cemetery.
a single Obama. Well, more than one Obama, actually.
A plural Obama. And
Barracks.
a pattern made to hide.
Camouflage.
Camouflage.
There you go. The theme was
Camouflaging.
the army or armed forces. Although it says force there, my bad. Now, Ghastly, this is the final round. Here are your words. I don't think it's going to be tough. I feel as though you might have it for some reason. And your time begins in...
It's gonna be puppy kitty.
Vega!
In America, our money comes in 1s, 5s, 10s, and
20s?
yep. But that is called a
$20 bill?
Yes, sir. This guy was the leader of the free world after his father was in the late 80s, and he said mission accomplished, even when it wasn't.
George W. Bush.
Yes, you even said it right.
You even
This,
said W.
yeah, this was another guy similar to that, but he liked jelly beans.
Ronald Reagan.
Yes! This guy has
Presidents.
multiple... That is correct! This guy was the leader of one of the armies back in the...
Teddy Roosevelt.
No. It was when we were...
And that's time.
What the shit? That's a better way to describe it. That one was Grant.
Grant.
Yeah. I should have gone to Madison. Isn't Madison on the... Oh, shit. I can't remember now. I wasn't prepped for that one. That was hard.
They were all presidents. You were right about that, Phil. So the independent adjudicators are in with the scores. And it is, Sinatra says, with 6 points. But this week, Smarty Pants is Ghastly with 14.
Hey,
right.
my entrance to the winner's circle.
Good God, you smashed that.
Phil, it wasn't even spelled W on the thing.
It actually said W, yeah. So, I mean, I would be tempted
George
to give you a
W.
bonus
Bush.
point, but I'm worried that Sinatra's going to kill himself if I do it, you know. Should we take a minute of questions? We're at 24 minutes, so let's make it around 25 people in the chat. If you've got any questions for myself, Ghastly, Sinatra says, or indeed, the fishes with the wishes, then whack them in the chat and we'll get through as many as we can. But, you've got about 40 seconds. Just whacking them out.
Fishes
You guys
with
got,
the bitches.
Fishes with the bit. Oh, I'm gonna remember. Let me write that one down.
Nice.
That's good. Yeah, fishes with the bitches. Have you guys got anything to shill? Sorry.
Normally I would. We actually have had a little bit of a tech problem this morning, so there is not a new upload on the Gulf City channel on YouTube today, but we will be back to daily uploads on that mañana. In the meantime, there's a new Fall Guys video on there that's primarily Jesse Ventura impressions. It's pretty good.
You love to hear it.
There you go.
Sinatra?
Here, I'll just throw the channel link.
Got a video I just put out on the side channel about people losing their mind over Trump's taxes, even though it's literally nothing.
Oh, yeah. No, that's terrible. Because the whole thing was about, it's because he had a net loss that year, wasn't it? As opposed to him evading taxes?
I wish I would have waited to put out the video because now I guess the New York Times will not provide the proof that they had. So it's probably all bullshit, but either way.
Really, the lesson to take from all of that is that the tax code is fucked.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that
blame Trump for using the existing code.
I'd say it's more the media
now,
that's
hold on.
fucked.
Using the existing code, no, but I blame him for talking that shit. Don't talk that shit if you're not paying in either.
It's definitely the media that's fucked over that than anything, you know, because it would be very easy for them to report
the story
like,
that's being put out there
happened.
is...
It's the headlines,
put out there is way too much. It's all about the headline. But the only important thing to even learn from it is about tax code, how the over complexity of it really only favors the higher than 1%. That they have more room to wiggle, where people who just have a single job, one income, and pay one set of taxes, there's not much room to move on that.
Yeah.
So the complication of the tax code, where it was supposed to rein in the 1% being able to escape paying taxes or whatever, it has done, in fact, the opposite. And I get that it can't just be everybody gets exactly the same flat percentage of your gross taxed, because there has to be some line item change between gross income and taxable income if you own a business. Because if I gross X number of dollars and pay half of that in labor, I don't think it's right for the federal government to tax me on that gross, half of which is already being taxed on the employees who were paid that salary. So it can't
double tax.
Right, there has to be some line items there, but there we don't have to.
And it's gone full circle, guys.
It's
gone full circle. We started off talking about fucking credit score, and now we're talking about taxes. We've adulted you all the way past your Thursday evening, afternoon, or in some cases morning. Looking at you, fucking Barbados or whatever it was. But otherwise, looks like that's it. You may once again close your borders and go back to your nationalities because this show is over. But if you still find you have an itch that only a AAA meeting can scratch, then don't go erecting a giant wooden penis just yet. We'll be back on Wednesday on the Friday Supremacy channel at 10:30 PM GMT, 5:30 PM EST, and 4:30 Central for news, games, and bants that are medically proven to pull you out of that funk and get you back up on that thang. We're heading over to Twitch now to play, I'm guessing, Among Us?
Well, that's up to you, bro.
Oh, shit.
I don't know.
Looks like it's going to be Among Us in a Vegas attempt to escape the shackles that are my existence. But if it's way past your bedtime, then thank you for hanging out with us. Thank you for all the generous donations. And don't invade a family
I forgot.
picnic. For God's sake!
Shut up. I'm doing a debate stream tomorrow after Tucker Tuesday over on Twitch. I believe with these 4 assholes. So these 3 assholes. We might have a 4th coming through though.
What? This is news to me.
Yeah, we talked about it literally not that long ago.
Time is a social construct. Thank you for coming and hanging out with us, guys. And don't invade a family picnic.
Or picnic. Didn't we talk about it last time?